Welcome to tonight's main event.
Let's get ready to rumble.
The Royal Rumble. A bunch of my friends are into wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
And the Royal Rumble's happening on Saturday.
You know it.
And it's like a big thing.
Oh, is that like when like
Seth Rollins, baby,
King
he's going to take it.
Charles takes on like Prince William in some kind of like battle royale since you're still part of the Commonwealth? Is that the Royal Rumble? Weird.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Wow,
Cole, you
one
are
of
in
the
rare
nerdiest things
form
I've
tonight.
ever heard you
My money's
say.
on Billy.
It's on fire.
Prince Billy.
Cole's on fire tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone call him Prince Billy for fun? That's another question I have.
I do, you know.
I'm rooting my chances of getting asylum in Canada. I'll stop.
yeah, the fucking border guards are gonna look at this and like, get him out of here.
No, just say, I love
You
Nathan
American.
Fillion. He's amazing. I love him. He's great.
He's not. He's actually a really bad person. He's not a great person.
You better
Okay,
stop, Alex. They're gonna kick you off to America. You better
What?
quit.
I will probably visit the Nathan Fillion civilian
Experience.
pavilion when I go to Edmonton sometime.
Dang it, Alex.
Sorry,
I'm running
the
out of
what?
Canadians who I can name.
William Shatner.
Ryan Reynolds,
Wait,
who
what?
also sucks.
Celine Dion.
Ryan
Yes.
Justin
Ellen.
Bieber.
Shania Twain.
All right. Forgot.
Ryan Reynolds,
Yeah,
yeah, great one. He counts for like 5.
The inventor of the telephone.
Or -5, your pick, I guess.
Oh, you're
He's-
not a Ryan Reynolds fan?
Alexander
No.
Graham Bell.
He plays the
Wait.
same character in everything he's ever been in.
100%, and he's
That's
so
true.
hot doing it.
Who?
He does it, he does it right.
He's
I
medium
don't-
hot. He's medium hot.
Who are you talking
Okay.
about?
Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds.
Reynolds is medium hot.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
He is medium hot. He apparently is a really
Those
bad
Rachels are not
personality-wise.
for it.
So
Yeah, he also is a shitty person. Like
I haven't
Rachel
heard
said.
much about his
I mean-
personality.
Oh, he's actually not
but I've
nice.
heard a lot about his wife, though.
Blake
That is a
Lively's
part of the
not
hot
He's-
quotient.
Yeah, I mean, if you're married to a shitty person, you're probably a shitty person.
Mm.
Could be. I also think Ryan Gosling, medium hot.
Also, same.
Yeah,
Agreed with that.
I think Ryan Reynolds hotter than Ryan Gosling. That.
If we're talking about the
Yes.
stars of Deadpool 3, Hugh Jackman, mega hot.
I just love that Hugh
Ryan Reynolds,
Jackman,
Yes.
like saying it, the full name Hugh Jackman, like is huge is in there. He's jacked, man. Like there's so many good things happening with Hugh Jackman's name.
He can sing. He can dance.
Yeah,
He's
he could
officially
sing.
entered his Silver Fox era, I think.
Oh yeah. Also hot.
Mhm.
I have a friend who's obsessed with Hugh Jackman. It's a little insane.
Posters everywhere. Are we going to elaborate on what that means?
Right.
The secrets are not spilled to me, but they
Just remember,
they
we're live.
talk about him.
We are live. Like I'm like about to start.
right.
But I've been trying to find like a place.
Yeah, we're
I've been
getting there.
enjoying this
Royal
conversation
Rumble
too much.
tangent.
We're getting our
It's
our
good.
cold opens in. It's okay.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
have this
me
on the
open.
record forever.
Yeah.
It's
Seth
great.
Rollins will win the Royal Rumble. I say it now.
Okay. I'm gonna just start the title in the next 20 seconds, just in the middle of people speaking. Yeah.
Sick.
Sweet. So who's got the topic?
Hot
Elaborate
dogs.
on your Royal Rumble.
Hot dogs are everywhere.
Hello, everybody. It is wonderful to see everybody back for Thursday nights. You know, we've been a little bit less sparse lately. That happens every now and again for every game. So I'm glad to be back playing with you guys. Last episode, we completed the, what is it called? The Autumn Festival out at Diagon Alley. And we had meaningful scenes between everybody. But now we are officially starting a new era for everybody. 3rd year at Hogwarts School. It's certainly a change. 1st year, everything's so new. 2nd year, you're still kind of getting your feet wet, still finding who you are, where you are. 3rd year is when things start to open to you. Every one of you would have gotten your electives forms in, signed by your parents and by your head of house, because there is the option of certain classes now. By next year, you'll even be allowed to technically drop main classes. Don't recommend it, but it's open. There is so much at your fingertips, and you guys have been growing steadily. This year you feel a little different. You feel determined to find who you are or remake who you are. Anything that we found wrong, that we weren't happy with ourselves last year, this year can become something new. And those are some of the thoughts that cross your mind as you sit at the Great Hall, the concourse of students queuing out for all the new years as they're sorted and whatnot. The food comes. You guys eat up and reconnect with long-lost friends. At night, you head down to the common rooms. Maybe a game or two is being played. Someone tries to get a Game Boy to start working, and they can't. Somebody regales everybody with tales of their summer outings. And softly, in the morning, we find ourselves sitting at a desk. First thing Monday morning. There is light streaming in through the window, and you can hear a little bit of scratching of quills, the smell of parchment, and a certain droning voice. This year we will be covering the 1400s, wherein lies the rather pointless topic of the witch hunts. Non-magical people developed a fear for the arcane after Egbert the Egregious' great-grandson insulted the Spanish queen in 1382. Everybody, please, make me a con save.
I have keen mind, so I get to make history of magic checks instead.
That's correct.
With advantage, right?
That's correct. You have advantage
Yay.
on all history magic checks.
19.
Oh yeah, you know what would be great? Anybody? Is anybody able to call it? If I had my grade sheet open, that would be wonderful. That really
That's
would
an
be.
idea, I think.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Thursday night. All right. So Finbar, you just went. What are we doing? We're doing history of magic, and you got 19, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you really can't crack that O, huh? So
It
close.
is eluding me. Drives me.
That Finbar is accounted for. So Finbar, obviously, you are awake. maybe you made yourself like a cup of like a cappuccino this morning, and you're like bouncing in your seat a little bit, just vibrating. Everybody else?
Daphne got a 19.
Daphne with a 19. Ah, okay. Yeah,
Unmuting
you,
yourself helps.
Daphne.
14.
Daphne, how did you stay awake? Like how? Because last year you had an A in this class, so you like barely scraped by. This year, what did you do that kept you up?
Wait, I had an A in this class last year? That's
Yeah.
crazy. I had a
Honestly,
+6
you
con
only had
saves,
one
by the
E.
way.
Really? And you only had an
+6 con
A?
save.
That's crazy.
+6. You know, the dice, they're not Daphne's biggest fans. Whatever. I would imagine that I think she's kind of like she has like a little like piece of wood underneath her desk that she's kind of like fiddling with and like whittling away at. Kind of like idly she's not making anything particular, she's just like absent-mindedly shaving away, and that's kind of keeping her hands busy, and that's helping her kind of focus with her mind while she's doing that. She's not distracted like she was last year.
Love it.
There's a side effect of it creating a little bit of a mess underneath her desk. There's like some wood shavings down on the floor by her feet.
Dee Dee, last year you had no. This year you have an A. You do stay awake though, but just barely scrape by. Why do you think that is, Dee Dee?
Let's go with lack of sleep, just in general. And also this particular topic. Yes, he said this particular topic was uninteresting. Did he not?
He did.
Yeah. So maybe Dee Dee agrees. You know,
Love it.
like if he says it's uninteresting. Wow. That is truly difficult.
Shade, what about you?
I got a 16.
Oh. So you fell asleep a lot last year because you had a P. Now you have an
Right.
E. What changed?
I think going to Asia, Bhutan with Ren's family, it's like sparked an interest in more historical stuff and just learning more about different, things that have happened rather than just focusing on the present moment for Shade. He's starting to get a little more, contextual rather than just sort of like being a fixture of the moment.
Wow. That was really deep. Holy shit, okay.
He's 14, baby. Starting to get to be a deep little hottie.
Yeah. Okay. In his circles, at least. And that's Shade. Victor is not here. Milva and Maylise. How do we do?
Milva got a 13
Hey, you're not falling asleep this time.
for once.
For once.
And Maylee's got a 12, so pretty close.
Okay. So you tell us, Maylise, because like Milva, I think like through like hard work and dedication, you've been able to get it good. Maylise, you had an O last year. Now you have an A. And what did you get exactly again?
On the roll or on the grade?
Yeah, on the total.
12.
That is the DC. So you would be like nearly falling asleep. Why is that, Maylise? Why are you so tired?
This is our first day back at classes, right?
First class.
Yeah. So
And you
since
realize
semester,
Monday morning, first thing Monday morning, every single week is going to be this class.
I feel like, correct me if you don't want to do this, Rachel, but I feel like Milva and Maylise may have stayed up like kind of late catching up because they do live in different homes over the summer. So I feel like
Totally. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Aww. That's kind of cute. My goodness. Right. I think I got everyone's. So no one fell asleep. Surprisingly, at least some people were doing worse than last year, but so you all get to be regaled with it. Of particular prominence in articulating the utter pointlessness of the witch hunts and their favorite attempts at torture witch burnings, we look toward Wendelin the Weird, who found great enjoyment in being captured by Muggle witch hunters. She was captured no less than 47 times, wearing various disguises, although historians at the time estimate there may have been more instances of abduction than that Wendelin the Weird submitted to. Using the frame-freezing charm, she found enjoyment in her performance of shrieking as she fooled the Muggle crowds into believing she was being burned, when in actuality the flames had little effect on her body. She died in Little Uppington on the 4th of July of the same year due to lung cancer. Long life of 92 years old. This will be on the test. Moving forward, we'll fade as you guys can hear the lovely sound. Oh, thank God. These classes are an hour and a half long. And it's at this time that we can hear everybody in the class starting to get up, grab their things, and move about to the next place. I throw it over to you guys.
Oh, this is gonna be terrible. Bins every Monday morning.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Guys,
Keep
I
going.
think I heard the bell again. Bins is driving me crazy. Is it the coffee? Can't tell.
Did they make the bell louder?
You know, maybe.
Again.
Maybe we never
okay, guys.
noticed.
Ready your eardrums.
Why?
Oh, why is it still ringing? Is this new policy?
I think I've got an idea. I got a theory about it. It's because they know people who have bins first thing in the morning are going to be feeling tired. So they got to make sure.
I mean, look, Wilfred's still asleep over there. He didn't even hear the bells, even though they're so loud.
He's like
Wilfred in the belfry.
Mm-hmm. Wilfred's like drooling on his textbook.
Oh, I should probably help him up. Dee Dee goes over there and shakes him a bit.
Huh? What? Is it Saturday?
We all wish, but no.
Oh,
It's time for the next class.
Wake me up when it's Saturday.
I'm not sure I'll be around Saturday to wake you up.
He just starts kind of like whining, like someone who like really doesn't do well with mornings happens.
Come on, Wilfred. You got to be more excited about that. This is the first time I've been here for the start of the year. This is the first opening feast and sorting ceremony I went to. I'm so excited to be here for the start of the school year instead of the middle of it.
You're telling me. You can hear Drusilla coming in from the side. Although I've been here for the other ones every single year, that buffet is everything.
Drusilla, good to see you again. I wanted to thank you for the letter you sent over the summer about cauldron recommendations. My mother loves the new cauldron. She says it does wonders for the order she has to do.
I'm glad that I can help in my own small way.
I appreciate it.
Mother and you guys are close?
Oh, yeah. My mom helped me figure out how I could make food magical by telling me about potions, and I just decided to try to keep at it until I got it, and she was a big part of that.
Sorry if that seemed weird or something. I don't know. I don't know what came over me.
It's all right. But how was your summer? Do anything nice?
Yeah, you just described one thing that I did nice, so that's my yearly quota. She says with a little smile toward Dee Dee. Wilfred, get the fuck up! She yells at him, and he like leaps out of his seat, trying to run from Drusilla. Drew!
Dee Dee gasps.
In the background.
Dee Dee gasps in response. to the
What?
obscenity.
Oh, sorry. Did I hurt your simple virgin ears? She says.
Hmm.
Holy shit.
Third
No.
year, baby. Sorry.
Wow.
Hmm.
Coming
Yeah,
in hot.
given how so many of us fell asleep, maybe I should just start making like stuff to help keep us awake in the morning for Monday mornings, because this is going to be a problem. I can tell.
You know, it helps to stay awake if you do exercise before class. That's what I do. Maybe if we all did that, then we'd have easier time staying awake in history class.
You make a
Ooh,
good point.
you guys want to go up for a run? Daphne says, walking up next to DD from the Hufflepuff zone.
They're different Daphne? Are
Oh,
there
sorry.
two Daphnes?
Delilah, 2D
Okay.
names. Delilah said it gets next to Daphne from the Hufflepuff squad.
I mean, that would be a change this year if there were suddenly two Daphnes.
Two Daphnes.
Can we make this like a plot thread?
Yeah, yeah.
Who's the polyjuice potion
like
user?
only Dee is the one who thinks it's weird. Everyone else is like it's completely normal. What
There's
are you
always
talking
been
about?
Twilight
two
Zone Harry
What are you
Potter
talking
now.
Yeah.
There's always been two Daphnes here.
The
Dee
secret
mean,
is the two
they're-
of them merge together and become Dee. That's
There
why it's
is
two
the
Ds.
content warning for this game
Oh,
for
DD.
gaslighting. So, you know.
Okay.
You've never met my twin sister before.
That's Daphne, not Daphne.
Okay, actually, because I love that in character, we'll have Delilah walk up wearing like paper mache, like very crudely made horns, like Daphne has.
Oh my god.
Now this is just sort of like to poke your buttons.
Oh, hi there, Delilah. I like your horns. What they're made out of?
Girlfriend material.
I'm sorry?
What?
Daphne's gonna like look over because I imagine Dee Dee's like close by. She's gonna look over and like make a
The
face
horns-
like what is she saying?
The horns are made out of your girlfriend?
Oh God! And no, I don't have a girlfriend, so.
Well, not
Wow,
anymore,
all right.
right?
She looks at you like, "Are you joking?" I really hope you're joking. Like, I really would love it if you were.
Well, I'm just saying, if someone took like my shirt or whatever it is, I'm not sure I would stay.
I don't know if that's what girlfriend material means.
Oh,
I was expecting you to be more angry. She says, and like grabs the horns and throws them out.
What I think I
Angry?
thought they look nice. You don't have to take them off.
What? No,
yes.
I'm
I was about to ask what the
messing
occasion
around.
was.
It's not like I spent 1,000 years on these. She says, chuckling.
Is there some kind of holiday? No occasion? Just horn day?
What?
I'm down with
I
that.
told you I'm messing with Daphne. She says.
I think
Oh.
everyone should have horns.
Oh,
That's what I think. They're quite
Still,
quite
though,
beautiful.
I'm not joking about going for a run or something in the morning. In fact, I do it every morning. It really refreshes me, gets me ready for this class.
is this another joke?
Are you allergic to running?
No, I'm just. You came up
I mean,
and mocked Daphne, and then you invited us to something. I was just sort of expecting it to be another insult, but I could
Dee
be
Dee,
wrong.
if you maybe woke up a little earlier in the morning, you'd see Delilah and I go get ready for runs in the morning.
So I'm not insulting her. She's my housemate.
Oh, right. Okay.
Do you not talk with your housemates? Oh,
No, I
Ravenclaws,
just-
did they like do that like thing where they just damn it? Do they do that thing where they just like stare at each other until somebody walks away?
No, I'm just not very good at picking up on some things, I'm afraid.
We should
But
probably
yes.
get to class.
Looks like we have herbology next.
Oh, this
Perfect.
is good. Well, do you think we're gonna have to cut something's head off this year in herbology?
I hope not.
I thought it was strange to come in on in the middle of the year, if I'm being honest.
That would be way cooler, Wilfred says, who's just now waking up, than whatever the hell we've been doing last semester.
Oh, Wilfred, nice to see you're up. Don't worry, I think Drusilla left, so you don't have to be scared anymore.
Eh, she's my friend. She also terrifies me.
Don't think of it as terror, think of it as motivation.
Is that how you get Pyatt?
I think maybe. I don't know. I haven't known Drusilla as long as you have, I think, but she seems like a nice lady.
Because we haven't heard from them yet. What are Milva and Maylee's up to? As everyone else has been, getting out here.
I think that we might be just frantically whispering between each other, continuing to catch up and all that.
Yeah. Also, quick note, I rolled a 16 on my potion for the potion I can make at the beginning of session.
Okay.
Which was a Stargrass solve. Is that...
That'll be a regular Stargrass.
Sweet, thank you. But yeah, I feel like we are probably not doing much more than just like catching up. I don't know what happened to Milva at the end of the festival, so maybe Maylee's is like, where did you go? What happened? Did you like go somewhere? That's it.
I think Milva probably ate too much candy and just passed out and barely remembers the festival.
I was going up for these fireworks, and that's all I can remember.
The fireworks were so cool too.
Oh no, I mean the ones that I bought and gave some to you so that we can cause some chaos.
Oh yeah, but there was like a whole show at the end of the night too. There was this dragon and it like swept down and nearly took out the whole crowd. It was cool.
Sounds fake, but okay.
It's magic.
All right. Do we want to go to the next class then?
Let's get our hands dirty.
Ha 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 ha.
Finbar can make jokes sometimes.
King of the dad jokes.
Oh, well then, what is Nick, the final boss?
No, he's the dirty uncle or drunk uncle jokes.
Grunkle Nick.
Drunkle Nick. Or Grunkle Nick. Yeah.
I love Grunkle. Grunkle Stan. We stand Grunkle Stan. Okay, herbology class. You guys walk into the herbology greenhouse. You can see there is, like, on the outside, Professor Longbottom, who greets you, like, at the doorway. Everybody, please put these on. Put these on. And he's giving everybody these, like, big padded mittens. We're talking, like, comical, almost like Mickey Mouse gloves you gotta wear. Here. Professor, these don't look like dragonhide gloves. No, they are of my own design, he says, with a little, like, smirk. Oh, great, Juniper says back, heads inside. Once in, you are able to look out across the greenhouse where every student area has been redone nice and clean for the start of the year. That's very nice. and you have a bonsai tree that kind of it looks like the branches themselves droop low like a willow.
Can Daphne, as soon as she's out of eye shot from Professor Longbottom, take off the gloves?
Yeah, sure.
Like, these are not comfortable. Goodbye. She'll like hold them, but she's not wearing them.
Yeah, it's like a sensory thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Okay. So, as everybody gets settled into their areas, Professor Longbottom calls out, "Okay, great. We're all ready. Today we will be defanging vampiric luck roots." Now, does anybody know what a vampiric luck root is? Or vampiric vegetation just as a whole, you know? I think I saw Ian put his hand up first. So it's a D4 to herbology. Sorry, D6 to herbology. And anyone who else put up their hand can try out their put their hat in the ring for the herbology check.
Ooh, the 6.
Ooh, I got a
I'm gonna
15.
clutch.
Who got the
That's-
highest?
I think it is me because I got a
It's Finbar by 1.
by 1, 15, baby.
All right. So I put your hand up first.
How my last message to you was bones bad after allergic to Skelegro. All right. Oh, I
you
know,
go.
Professor.
Mr. Dempsey.
They attack nearby threats with hardened tips of their leaves.
Hey, okay, that's what I'm talking about. He's just like a little smile. Glad someone did their preemptive reading. And yes, vampiric vegetation are a group of magical plants characterized by their sort of vampire-like fangs, and because of their sharp teeth, they can be quite a nuisance to handle. Which is why we're going to be wearing our mittens today. Everybody, go ahead and grab a pair of tweezers from the side here. And what you're going to want to do is try to bait it to attack you. That's going to allow it to pull out the hardened tips. What we're going to do is we're going to, with our hands, catch the end like so. He does it in front of you. As you can see, his little like bonsai tree, the moment he moves near to it, lashes out with all of its nearby hanging leaves, and tries to stab him. And he just plucks the tip off of one of them and drops it into a little bowl. You now notice you all have little bowls, and there is the sound of like almost like a metal ball bearing hitting the bowl. So if I do that maybe around 50 more times, should be defanged. Everybody, good luck, and let's try to let this class be puncture wound free.
Oh, this is tedious. What's the point of being a wizard if you can't use magic for this? Or was he using magic?
He was not using magic. It's just
Okay.
his ability with tweezers.
I see.
I think Shade is going to be bored by this and try to get just a side conversation going with Professor Longbottom about Deathroot and just like totally use the class period for what he's actually curious about. If it's possible to derail him and hog him for that long or any amount of time.
That would be more something probably to, because I don't know about derailing. Like you have a thing you got to do by the end of class. You know, you have an assignment.
Yeah,
but that
shit
would
at
be a
me.
conversation to have with him after class if you want.
All right.
Okay. Where am I?
In that case, I think Shade's distracted and probably gets poked or something.
We're about to find out. Let's get everyone's herbology checks.
I was right.
What'd you get, Shade?
Ian, would you like a subscriber?
I got a 4.
Please.
Take it.
Eh.
Reroll your thing.
Thank you, Maple. You are an angel. I hope I don't fail you on this one.
Oh
a D
god,
shape.
that's not much better.
What am I doing wrong in herbology? It's something wrong.
Ian, what
Ember's
about you?
too busy thinking about how he can cook
So-
these plants.
So it was a 1 on the first roll, but Maple
Okay.
was kind enough to give me a subscriber. So in total, I got a 9.
A 9. Okay, that's significantly better.
Let's see. I can just. Ah! Oh no, this is bad. Janice, what do I do? I stabbed myself.
Go to the hospital wing. Goodness. And how did you step? She looks over and like the mittens he has are just torn to shreds. Would you put it right on the mouth of the thing? What are you doing?
I was. I think the caffeine might have affected my ability to not move suddenly, and I think that might. You're right, hospital wing. That sounds like a great idea right now.
Professor? He's
Should I
gonna
be in
like,
more pain?
should I be in more pain? You are bleeding.
Oh,
But no one could be possibly as bad as Shade, who chose to take off his mittens as well. Because you got a D, man.
Hey, I like the D.
Okay.
My favorite
Nick,
letter.
if only Nick was here.
Yeah, so Shade is just really distracted. D for distracted. How about that? Bringing it back around. PG-13. And yeah, Shade's just really distracted thinking about Deathroot, and that's what he really wants to be asking about. And also is like trying to figure out how to get time to go to see Azrith with the painting that he bought at the fair. So just not paying attention at all to what he's doing.
So you got lit up by this plant. Maylis, what about you?
I feel like Maylee's, well, number one, she did not roll well. She got a 7. But I think she's probably very hesitant to do anything right now because I believe the last herbology class, she had to cut the head off something and failed and it stopped halfway. And then Nolan like finished it off. So I think she's just really uncertain and kind of freaked the fuck out. So, yeah.
Wow.
Probably telling anyone around her who will listen that she doesn't want to have to like do this or cut the head off anything, or that she just is like,
She's like traumatized.
yeah.
she's so traumatized. Okay, what about the other twin, Nova?
Milva got a 9. Not super great, having a hard time keeping hold of everything, constantly dropping the tools and trying to pick it up again, but the mittens make that difficult.
So you and her are right in the same boat, it seems. And yes, the mittens are probably the worst part because, like, how can you hold tweezers with like Mickey Mouse mittens? Right? Right? So even if you don't get stabbed, like, it's just impossible to do. Daphne, you took off your mittens, so.
Yes. And Daphne got a 13. So I would imagine having the mittens off actually makes it easier for her.
You do get nipped a few times, but
it's whatever.
you're able to take it. You're a tough girl, right?
She's got lots of hit points. It's fine.
Yeah, you're like a figure caster, right?
Yup.
Yup. Alan.
11.
Okay, yeah, you definitely get bit quite a bit.
Hmm.
You start to like you can see like a little trail of red lines going down your arm, and you're like freaked out because it didn't hurt that bad, but it's more like like a shallow cut. You know, they kind of bleed more than they actually hurt at all. Ow! Dang it!
Can't believe there's not a spell for this.
Hey, gloves on! He's yelling back to like people. As the class continues on for the most part, and the class bell rings. Oh, I think. Wait a second. I don't think that played right. There we go. Shade, you can see Professor Longbottom is currently putting away some of his tools. Great work today, everybody! And we won't have homework this week, but we will next week. So get ready.
Excuse me, Professor.
Mr. Shade, what can I do for you?
Yeah, I know I talked to you a little bit about this last year, but I was wondering if you, I
Here,
don't
can you
know.
hold this?
Oh, sure. And Shay just
He starts
stands there
stacking
awkwardly.
things on your
Yeah.
hands while you talk.
I was just wondering, did you have a chance to do any research on Deathroot and like how one might, I don't know, heal from it?
Now, did you talk to him previously?
Hmm. I think I did. I think I did at the end. Like at one point, I mentioned it, and he was like, "That's not been around for a long time."
Right. Did he
Yeah.
promise to do research?
No, but I'm trying to see
He's
if he
trying
like
to
was
recall,
curious
right?
about it. I don't think I
I
did.
don't have the best memory, so.
I think I just asked about it, so I'm wondering if like, hey, did you happen to follow up on that with like, I don't know, just trying to see if he got any information about it or, yeah, would know even where, like, Professor, even if you don't know, do you know where I could find out? Like, is it in the restricted section that I would have to get permission from you for like maybe a special research project on historical herbs or about like vegetation?
Listen, Deathroot hasn't been seen for what, almost 1,000 years now? The last time
Right.
was in
So
Russia.
great
There's
research
absolutely no
project.
way that you actually encountered some. Probably a Peruvian viper snout, or maybe a galliwaster.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So no permission for research project extra credit because I clearly need it. I got it a whole lot today, and I like like try to show him my hands, but balance all the stuff he's stacking into my hands at the same time. Ow! Ow!
Well,
Ow!
you definitely need a bit of direction. Sure, I don't see why not, but you will have to get the signature of your head of house, he says. And he's going to
Okay.
go over to like a little side desk that he has and take out a form that's sitting in there and start to like fill it out. When he hands it back, it's a form for it's like a research allowance for the restricted section.
Cool. Perfect. Thank you, Professor. I appreciate it. Where did you want these?
Oh, he just like picks them up out of your hands. I got him. Thank you. And he's going to start putting them away.
Cool. So Jade text that like permission slip basically, but I have to get Slughorn to sign it. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay.
As people start walking out, Dee Dee, you kind of nurse your wounds. You're a little hurt. You can feel like a slight sting to it. You're in the hallway, just like seeing if you can conjure a bandage or something. And coming nearby, you hear someone speak over toward you, kind of makes you look up. That looks really bad.
Look down.
Well, you look around.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry.
do you mind? This boy is in front of you. You've seen him around before. This is Nate from Gryffindor House. You can see him actually pull out his bag and starts to open like a little tinier Ziploc bag. It has a bunch of gauze in it and a few other things.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, don't mention it. Don't thank me yet. He has to still roll. Yeah, that is a 17 for a medicine check.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks like it's just simple lacerations. Should be no more than 2 days. Although, you know what? Here, take this. He pulls out a sort of metal cylinder, like a canister, almost like a pomade. That should probably make you feel better within the day.
Oh, what is this?
A Stargrass elf.
Hmm.
Somebody, and I'm not going to be naming any names, I think has been doing a little bit of ecological terrorism. There is a lot of stargrass that's been growing on school grounds as of late. So call it fresh. I harvested it myself. I'm Nate, by the way. We don't really talk, so.
Yeah, I'm Dee Dee. I've seen you around, and thank you. This is really helpful.
Well, you got to look out for each other, right?
Yes, we do.
Nate, are you coming? Oh, hey. You can see Logan turning the corner here, kind of gives Dee Dee a weird look. Are you coming? Oh yeah, sure. Nice meeting you officially, Dee Dee.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
And Maylis, you and your sister, since you guys have been, gabbing and getting close again, come in at the tail end, seeing that interaction. You guys, just to give the next class, you guys have Defense Against the Dark Arts next.
Before that, at lunch, could oh, sorry, I'm interrupting.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask, since I know I need to go like get Slughorn's signature for this to be any good, could I have like hunted him down in the potions chamber instead of getting lunch to get that signature?
Make a persuasion check, and then
Okay.
that can just be simple. Yeah.
17.
Wonderful. So you are able to get the signature.
Cool.
Back to the girls.
I think Milfa's just thinking about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class. Historically, she does really well in that, so could really use a win after the herbology class.
Similarly, I think Maylis is looking forward to getting out of this greenhouse, and she's probably just like.
Well, you guys would be like in the hallway now. Like class is over. You guys are.
Okay.
Walking.
So
what I was saying is that you noticed like the interaction between Nate and Dee Dee at the end. There.
Yeah. I feel like Maylis is just more or less relieved to get out of herbology and maybe not like attentive to everything that's going on, I guess.
All right. We got Daphne. You there?
Hello.
As you are walking out of herbology class, you see briefly a little creature. It's about the size of what's a good size comparison? Yikes. It's about the size of like a small book. It is a like the size of a notebook. That would be good. You'd almost keep it in your pocket. At first, you thought it was just like a mushroom, but then you saw two little legs pop out and start walking around. It seemingly is sticking to the shade underneath of the bushes out here.
I think Daphne's gonna go like, she's gonna try to like almost sneak up on it in a way and like see if she can get close enough to like crouch down and just look at it for a minute. Like full on like hard right turn, forget class, this is what I'm doing now.
Okay. What do you want to make like a magical creature check to see what it is, or
Can I use creature? I guess creature empathy wouldn't tell me what it is, would it?
no? Creature empathy would just tell you how it's feeling.
Okay. I'd like to do, I guess, magical creatures check and then also creature empathy on it.
I think actually this creature is. Oh
Must
no, I
have-
don't think there's a cap with creature empathy, because like some of them are like they need to have a certain like intelligence score.
They need to have, yeah, they need to have intelligence of 3 or higher.
Oh yeah, so no.
Oh wait,
People.
so it says you can communicate simple ideas to a creature with an intelligence of 3 or higher, and then the rest of it I don't think is restricted.
Oh, okay. I'd say that the feelings are very, very simple. Like this thing right now is just foraging. It's kind of scrounging. It is trying to find a good like spot to hunker down, and it's trying to find water more than anything.
Okay. And I got a 6 on magical creatures, so I know what this is.
No, you've never seen
Dang
one of
it.
these before. Since you got a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darn. I can't believe a 6 isn't good enough.
I mean, well, Maple, take this as like a
I'm
no way. I don't know what this thing is. You know,
yeah.
it must be a really rare thing if you don't know what it is.
It's true.
Hmm.
Who knows? Maybe this is the first time this thing has ever been at Hogwarts. I think she's gonna kneel down. Yeah, she's gonna kneel down next to it and kind of just like stare at it. I think she'll go. Where are you going, little thing?
It will turn toward you, and then you can see it like plop down into the ground. Its whole like butt hits the ground and buries itself until it's just the mushroom cap and it looks like anything else. Now this little thing, when I say it looks toward you, it doesn't actually have a face per se. So it just sort of turns, and then you can see it suddenly fright.
What color is this thing?
I'm actually gonna kind of leave that up to you if you want to call what color it is.
Okay. Well, I was gonna do something else, but I just wanted to know. Probably like a dark brown, sort of like just like a typical mushroom. She's gonna reach out and poke it.
Oh, I have an idea. Maybe like as it goes down, so it's been brown this whole time, but when it frights and it drops down to the ground, you see the top of it begin to sprout with like bright red instead to denote like it's poisonous. Don't eat me.
I think she like was gonna reach out to touch it, and then she sees the bright red and stops. Because that's a big like no. She's smart enough to know that, I think.
Well, I mean, also just it's a tiny little thing. It's not even that smart, you know?
Yeah. I think to be safe, she's not gonna touch it. I think she'll like try to see and like just like wait to see if it'll pop back up again.
Oh, okay. You're trying to have the let's see if it comes to me moment, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make me another magical creatures check, this time for the active action of bonding with a creature.
That is a natural 20.
Okay. We get the cutest fucking scene. You are like down on the ground, on your belly. And I feel like other students like walk by people who like don't know you and they just see this girl like head first in the bushes.
She's
on
like
the
leaning.
ground.
She's like laying down, full like splayed out like a starfish or something. Like her
Yeah,
legs are
yeah.
way behind her.
And they're like, let's take a different route to Charms class today. But this little thing peeks its head back up toward you, having seemingly realizing that either you don't exist because you're not moving very much, or you are not a direct threat to it. And it begins to get a little bit more curious. You can see it like release a tiny little bit of spores. You take a step back and like put your hand over your mouth, and then it you know it wants water. So if you got a nat 20, good thing would be to help it with that.
Can I feel like it's. Do you think it's reasonable to say that Daphne carries around like a water skin with her? I feel like that's a reasonable
You are a
thing to
wizard.
say. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
wizard.
true. This okay, fair enough. For some reason, whenever I play Daphne, I always forget that like magic is a thing, but it's because I'm in character. That's my excuse. She'll like I think maybe she'll go for like her water skin and it's empty. And then she's like, oh crap, wait. But no, I have magic, and she'll go because she has Augmenti locked in, so she'll do like a little like watering can shower, like kind of on the ground next to it.
Okay. So yeah, you are able to create like a little shower, and it like can sense the moisture in the air and starts to waddle over there and does like its little dance in the water, and then it places itself. I think you kind of see it like almost slurp up the water through its legs, and then it runs away to like a shady area and drops down.
She'll like watch it go. It does the same thing where like the red bits pop up.
No, because you're not a threat.
God, the 6 on the magical creatures really messed me up.
Well, that's fine. This is time to consult other people, or to just make it up on yourself, or maybe go off to the library.
Yeah, I mean, I think she'll like as it goes away, she'll like assume like, oh, okay, it's kind of done interacting. So she'll kind of like stand back up, kind of her like uniform is covered in like dust or something, or like dirt from just like laying face down on the ground. She'll kind of like try to brush herself off at least a little bit. And then she'll start walking to class, and I think she'll like kind of pin that in the back of her mind as she's going.
Do you want to take him? He's just a little guy. It's like a beetle. Like at this point.
You said it was like a notebook size.
No, it is. It is like obviously in terms of like capacity for thought and like drive. It's like an insect almost, just with a little more personality.
Does she get the vibe from it, like that it really doesn't want to go anywhere from creature empathy, or does she kind of think like,
no,
maybe this
no,
thing
no.
is chill?
It's
so like
it's looking for water. It's looking for a safe place to stay. It jumped over into the shade and everything. It's just trying to find a place to live.
I think she will. Like if she'll try to like I think dig around it a little bit to not like yank its like the top part off, and try to like manage to I guess sort of pull it out of the ground, but not hurt it in the process.
All right. So you're going to be showing up to the next class with a tiny little pot with a mushroom in it. Totally normal behavior.
Yeah, and she'll be like a couple minutes late, I'd imagine.
Next class, since they were so keen on getting there, Milva and Maylis. You guys arrive first at the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. Professor Rojas is currently just setting up. You can see her. You hear like a kind of a slap as a mat hits the ground, and she's been creating these this like grid of mats all over. Hey, ladies, you guys are keeners. Class doesn't start for another 10 minutes.
What are all these mats for?
Ooh, very good question. What do you think they're for? Powers of deduction.
I think they're probably for Morgan, based on how this class has gone traditionally.
Do not tell him I laughed at that. She says with a finger toward you.
But jokes aside, I think we're probably doing something dangerous, maybe?
Well, do you remember what I told you your very first class?
No,
Either of you?
definitely not.
This class is always dangerous.
Well, great. Can't wait to see what we're doing today.
Is that great because you're hoping that it is about Morgan, or
Little A, little B.
you're terrible, she says. And you can see a bunch of the other people starting to filter in as well. Hearing your voice as people come in, you can hear Maylis. Sorry, I got it wrong. Milva, Maylis. Nolan says hi to you, Milva, but then just also says hi to Maylis, even though she hasn't said anything. He just knows she's here.
Hi, Nolan. I'd love if we said that in unison. That would be hilarious.
Definitely we did, yes.
I will warn you, I have been practicing.
Practicing what exactly?
You know, cool fighting stuff.
Oh yeah, because we helped him like shoot at people last time with his wand. Not shoot, cast at people.
So are you
Mostly,
looking to become a professional dueler then, Nolan?
I'm more just happy not to be your guys' punching bag anymore.
The day is still early. There's time.
He has like a tenacious look in his eye. Professor Rojas, seeing that people are starting to come in, you can hear the bell go. Looks like that's the start of it. Come on, everybody, gather round. Hello, class. We have a lot of fun things to do this year, but I am most excited to teach you one of the greatest defensive charms known to wizard kind. It can end a fight in 3 seconds flat if you're quick enough, immediately knocking your opponent unconscious. Obviously, I'm referring to... Was that Ian again?
Yeah, because I didn't know you were actually asking a question. I'm sitting here waiting.
Ian hasn't played the game either before.
Listen, I just can't anticipate it.
Goodness gracious.
But if I
If
ever raise
Mabel
it
was
early,
doing it,
I
I'd
should
be
be-
like, it's metagaming. Okay. Another
Listen, they have an
D6 Ian.
advantage because they're on camera. Whatever.
Yep, that's true. Don't mute then. I don't know. Okay. And you can just yell, hand! Hand! So D6, Ian, to... What check is this? It is an investigation check. Anyone
Alright.
else can throw their hat in the ring.
All right, and let me roll that 1d6.
Investigation check, you said?
Yeah.
We tried, Alan. Worth a shot.
Why do I even bring the thunder?
I mean, Dee Dee's not. Oh, yikes.
It's not a good day for Dee Dee, dice-wise.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, normally Alan has the other end of the stick, so...
I know.
So, like...
I knew my time would come.
The shoe is dropping.
Given the rolls we got, Professor Rojas looks around the room. Who got highest?
Maylis and I tied, but with the d6, I beat her
Oh.
by 1.
Oh
got a
my
dirty 20.
goodness. So
We
like
should
the
say
two
it
of
at
you,
the
like
same
your
time.
hands shoot up, like, "Ugh." And then Dee Dee, what did you get?
Nat 1.
Wonderful. So once again, I'm going to give all of the answers. Ian, if you have the answer, like if you know it without me sending it to you, like you can flex. Wait, not yet. So she'll say, it can end a fight in 3 seconds flat if you're quick enough, immediately knocking your opponent unconscious. Obviously, I'm referring to... Yes, Dee Dee.
The knocking people flat spell?
The Flipendo. Morgan yells it. Flipendo. It's called Flipendo.
Of the Flipendo?
Good guess, honey. Good guess. Morgan, she can do it herself. He
Not the
says to her.
sabotage from Morgan.
Well, that is the spell that Dee Dee was talking about. Oh, sorry. But no. Mr. Dempsey.
I believe the spell is Stupefy, Professor.
That is correct. 5 points to Ravenclaw, which we do have a new year, so it does get reset. Boop, boop. Man, Slytherin and Hufflepuff tied last year? Goodness. Okay.
That's a comeback story for Hufflepuff.
Hell yeah. Yes, Stupefy. It'll be one of the most powerful tools in your arsenal of spells, but it is strictly banned from use outside of consensual duels. No, what do I always say? Anybody? Maelys, what do I always say?
Consent is necessary.
No,
This
well,
class is
I say that,
dangerous.
but that's not as much.
I consent to danger.
No, that's not what I said.
Breakfast
kinda
is the most
floundering a bit.
important meal of the day.
More raw feeling, Macy says. No, not that one. That one is a good one, though. Stop waving your wand around like that. You're going to hurt yourself, Logan says. If you do that again, it'll be detention. Wilfred announces. No. Can somebody tell me why men never get the hint? Rin says. No. The best defensive spell is one used sparingly. And the group kind of goes, oh, in unison. She's never said this before in her life. At least not to you guys. Not to you guys. So please, don't make me write more paperwork when you get detention for using it at times you shouldn't. Nate, come on up. Oh, seriously again, Professor? Are you going to be Mr. Whiny Pants or are we going to do class? Okay. Nate goes up and she demonstrates Stupefy with Nate, knocking him out as he hits the mat underneath. Now, remember, we want to be parallel with the mat when we knock him back. Please, guys, let's not get concussions here. And if anybody does successfully cast this spell, I am here to always help if you need to get them up. Good luck. And she gestures for everyone to begin as they wish. Now, you don't actually have to try Stupefy, but you guys all get 3 DADA spells of your choice. From the new third year. There's so many more spells.
It's a whole lot of spells.
Melee's just got a nat 20. Give me those 5 points, bro.
Fuck yeah.
I want them.
Way to go, Maelys.
That's the Slytherin in you.
Give me the damn house points. That's
So
basically the Slytherin motto at this point.
Is it 3 spells total, or is it 3 spells and Stupefy if you want to get Stupefy for
No,
free?
Stupefy would have to be one of them.
Okay.
But it doesn't have to be one of them. That's the point. You have 3 attempts of any spell. That's available to you.
All right, that's better. Third years.
There is so much red in the rolling channel right now.
There, we are not doing good at this
Oh
point.
god, Daphne is not
DADA.
passing this class.
Normally that's transfiguration class.
My God, there's so many spells for this one. All right. Yeah, that one makes sense.
God, Daphne's gonna have one pass in DADA, and it's from first semester, second year. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, that one.
Question, point of order, or clarification for me. With Lucky, do I get to try as many times as I have luck points to pass something?
I believe so.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that. Or actually,
I don't even think I don't even think it's like a reaction or anything.
No, it's just like I can choose to do it. I have a
Yeah.
certain number, but I forget how many. One
It's like
moment.
3 or something.
Equal to my proficiency bonus is what it says. So
2.
yeah. Okay, so I have 1.
Wait, no. I think it is 3.
I wrote it down from what's in the new rules, I think.
Yeah, it is from the new rule.
2024. Okay.
Oh, no. It's from your proficiency bonus is according to the Wands and Wizards document.
Yeah, which I think is 2, right?
I don't know. Is it, guys? It's
Right
in your
now it
sheet.
is. It's on.
Okay,
It's
it is.
+2 on my primary stats.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I have 1 more. I'll try 1 more then. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Good. Whew. Do you want grades or stats?
Well, once someone's ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
So Shade starts off with the Stupefy assignment and gets 17. So story-wise,
Who are you with?
yeah, I'm guessing.
Who'd you team up with?
You know what? I'll be paired with Victor, and that's why you can't hear him because I never take him out of it.
You knock him out so
Mhm.
bad that like he's out for good.
Yep. So me and Victor, and I'm like,
Next week we'll be like, sorry, Shade killed you.
just stupefied you for the whole episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then I failed twice at Protego, but used my second luck point to cast it again, and I'm glad I did because I got a 20, a dirty
Give me
20.
the 3 final totals, please.
Okay, so that's 17, 20, and 18.
Oh, that's so close to an O, but that's an E.
I'll take it.
All right.
And the spells were Vigilatus, Protego, and Stupefy.
Stupefy. All good choices. Very good choices. Anyone make some bad choices?
I had
Like
bad
not just in
rolls.
general, like right now. Okay, Daphne, are you ready?
Yeah. I got a 4 on Stupefy.
Oh wow.
I got a 6 on Protego. And I got an 8 on Vigilatus.
What was the first one?
4.
4 what 8? It was
4,
4
6, 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of those days. I also okay. It's fine. It's whatever.
That's a D.
Sick.
Yeah. Gemma is like, come on, hit me. This is like my one time that I'm actually letting you do it. We have a mat, you're in front of me, and you're literally shaking. Daphne, get a hold of yourself.
I'm sorry. I can't focus. Back in the castle after so long away, everything is distracting again.
Okay. Maybe we just put this aside for now. Then you can come back to it next time. We have D&D on Wednesday. Okay.
I just need more practice. That's all.
Okay. Put your textbook away. Come on. Oh no, I think she's gonna be like, get your textbook out. Come on.
Oh, okay. All right.
But we have to make it seem like we're doing something, right? She gives you a little
Right.
grin. Okay. That is Daphne with her D.
D for distracted
Mm-hmm.
because she's thinking about the mushroom.
Finbar, I see you moving it. You ready?
All right. So let me
Take
see,
it
so
away,
it's-
Annie.
Yep. All right. So first Stupefy got an 8, but I used double check notes to make it an 18. So 18 on Stupefy. Next was a 9 on Protego, and finally where is it? An 11 on Renervate. And is that how you say it?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right.
What was the first one you did?
A Stupefy, which got an 18.
Who are you with?
I think I'm probably teaming up with Janice.
And so she's got it kind of like is in like a dueling stance almost.
Finbar.
What are you even doing? Left
I-
foot forward, three more inches. Okay. Right foot off to the side, perpendicular. No, like this.
Sorry, Janice. I'm still a little distracted. The stabbing from herbology. It's making holding the wand awkward right now.
Bend your knees a bit, just a little bit, like
Right.
slack. Ready to move if I hit you.
How do you know all this? Do you do dueling on the side or something? Do you do it over the summer?
I read the fucking textbook. She says.
Oh, right. I should have known. You gave me some great notes over the summer on Petrificus Totalis. I got on the first try. Your notes were so helpful.
What? Oh, you actually read what I sent you?
Of course I did. It's what you sent me, so why would I not read it?
I don't know. Okay. Ready?
No, but I'll go anyway.
Stupefy. And she
Protego.
gets you. Did you succeed on the Protego?
I did
Is that
not.
the one you failed? Yeah. So there's like a little bit of like a blue barrier that starts to be formed, and then she shatters right through it. Hits you square in the chest. It's just like red flash and black. No dreams, just black. And then a moment later, you're brought back up by Professor, and you can see Professor Rojas looking down at you.
Ugh. What happened? Did it work? Didn't work, did it?
It works
No,
because she does it.
You are dead, unfortunately. So she's gonna pat
Oh.
Finbar on the back.
This doesn't look like Professor Bin's classroom though.
She walks off.
Right.
Janice helps you up. All right.
Right.
You ever hit a girl?
I don't think I've ever hit anybody.
You're about to.
Sorry.
Stupefy. Come on,
Right.
get in position.
All right. All right.
And we'll fade
Left
off from that scene.
We're just having a day. It's like stab yourself, get knocked out. Start with bins in the morning. It's not a good day.
No, not at all.
Eventful, but not good.
All right. That's Finbar. Still got the twins and Dee Dee. So who's taking it?
I'll take it because I reacted to Finbar, and I rolled a 2 on Renervate. So I'm expecting that to have failed. I was going to say that Dee Dee did it in reaction to Finbar getting knocked out.
Oh,
but
I love
failed.
that. Yeah. So let's go back a
Yes.
second. So like Janice just knocked him the fuck out. Didi, you look to your left and you can hear the heavy thud as Finbar hits the ground. Oh, that was a little off.
Oh, renovate.
So,
Big
Didi,
fan of Ian's
you cast
accent.
out Renervate. Here's the kind of horrific stuff about failing a healing spell.
Oh no.
Now, Finbar, you're unconscious, and technically, according to the spell, damage does not wake you up.
Oh.
You cast out Renervate, and then you hear a sickening crunch, and his nose turns to the left. Oh!
What did I do?
Finbar and the horrible, very bad, no good day.
Professor.
No, don't tell the professor. Do you want to get in trouble?
Professor.
You are going to get. Oh wait, no, are you Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw?
I'm Hufflepuff.
Damn it. Okay, Janice wouldn't fight you as much. Okay. He's like, you really want Hufflepuff to lose, huh?
I want Finbar to have a working nose.
Do you want to go? Do you want to go to the? Do you want to go to another student, or do you want to go to the teacher, like you were saying? I just want to open up options for you.
I mean, she probably called the professor, but you
Okay.
know, whoever's
So
within earshot.
Professor Rojas saunters on over. Oh, successful! Which one of you casted it?
I'll point at
Janice?
that person. Yes.
What? No, not me. Hell no, it was not me. That is a lie, she says toward Didi.
Why does everybody lies around here? I don't
I
care
didn't-
for it.
I'm not lying. You just broke his nose.
Well, I broke his nose, but you knocked him out.
Narc.
Professor, can you help him?
What are you talking about? His nose is. Oh my gosh. Oh.
I tried to do renovate, and it didn't work.
The thing about healing spells is I'm not great at them either. So you should always deal with a more simple live, maybe like a creature like a frog first. Oh dear. All right. A Pisky. That's an 18 on the die for her. And there's a crack as Finbar's nose goes straight back into place. Obviously, Alan, I'm sure. Yeah, you're still not up.
Right.
Obviously, Alan, like it was a miscommunication. She said, which of you casted the spell? And she's like, not me. I didn't break his nose. You know? And Professor Rojas looks at it. Looks like that should be okay. We don't speak of this, she says. And then looks at Didi. This is how you cast Renovate. Renovate. And she kind of gives a very quick flick and then twist with her wand. And you can see it opens up like a dark smoke that billows out the tip of her wand and up Finbar's nose. And then suddenly Finbar awakens with a cough, right?
Oh, what happened? What's that smell? Wait.
And then the rest of that scene, how it played out previously, plays out. Thank you, Didi. Didi, can you give me all of your rolls again? Just the rolls.
I got Stupefy at 10. Mm-hmm. Probably some trauma from what just occurred. And then Protego at 21. Also trauma from what just occurred.
Nice. What about what did you roll for the Renovate?
Renovate was 2.
Okay, so overall that's an A for you.
Wait, is that good?
That's a passing grade.
Okay.
All right. Milva, Melis. Which one of you
Milva.
wants to go?
Yeah. So Milva did Stupefy for 21. And then after a checks notes, got a 16 also for Stupefy. And then tried Sugulus, Erecto, and got a 15.
Did I place this in the wrong? No, must have been old. You got 15 for the last one, Sugulus Eructo.
Yeah.
Okay. So these are all attack spells. You and Nolan are there together, and you start like sending off as much as you possibly can toward him. And this time he's got a way to fight back, or rather to defend himself. Protego! And you watch a beautiful blue ethereal barrier appear in front of him, and your spells. Let's see if they hit him. Go ahead and roll to hit. Do slash spell attack twice for the 2 stupefies. Because they definitely come out of your wand. Hitting him is another thing.
Okay, the first one was a 10, and the second one was a 19.
10 and a 19. All right. So the first one is like deflected off. The moment you see it, you can see it fizzles out like in a hail of sparks. And then he's holding it up and he's like giving you like a little look, like he's putting out his tongue to you. Oh, sorry. What was that? That felt like a strong breeze, Nolan says. And you feel that like emotion rising in you. You cast out Stupefy again. And this time it breaks through. You see the barrier shatter. And he hits and bam, hits the ground. Melis, you've never seen such fire from your sister before.
Oh, I feel like I have. I bet we got into a lot of fights when we were younger.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that one time we played Monopoly, it was terrible. Never forget.
There were fists thrown. Monopoly's an enraging game.
Remember
That's true.
the 5th of November. So, how do you guys react to Nolan hitting the ground like Melis?
I feel like I'm gonna high five Milva and be like, "Nice shot! Can't believe you did that on the blind kid. He didn't see it coming."
I think that Milva's just going to cackle.
What are the total of all of your rolls, Milva?
21, 16, and 15.
Is an E.
Yeah, you hit the
Thing is,
blind
last
kid.
year you had a D. It's way better.
Oh.
Okay. Melis, are you one to talk? What did you get?
Well, the Stupefy was definitely the best with the nat 20, and then the others were bad. A 7 on Protego and a 9 on Furnunculus.
So I would have given you a P. The nat 20 puts it up by 2 to an E.
Sick.
Yeah. So you might be sucking with a bunch of other things. But who is this Stupefy done on? Another friend of yours? Milva, maybe?
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and I feel like it would be hilarious if I tried to sneakily attack Morgan with it for funsies.
With Stupefy? All
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Make me a quick stealth check.
It's an 18.
Nice. Yeah, you kind of like sneak near into like a group, and you can see Morgan is trying out some spells with Wilfred right now. He zaps Wilfred in the foot, and he's like, "Hey, cheap shot!" They start yelling at each other, and you spell sniper in the back. Stupefy. There is a like red flare that shoots across the room. You quickly make your leave. You see it hit the back of Morgan, and Morgan is like mid sentence and just falls forward, and his head smashes onto the mat. Boom, boom. Morgan. Well, I guess I win, Wilfred says.
Perfect. Sometimes I feel bad because obviously him and Dee Dee have a thing going on. But then other time, that's just Rachel feeling bad. That's not Maylee's feeling bad.
As you're like, enjoying watching him just like dead as a corpse, essentially, on the ground, sauntering up nearby you, you can see Ernesia. Nice one, she says.
Thanks, I know.
At least finally somebody shut him up.
Oh, stick around. I'll do it again. Kid annoys me.
Be careful, Professor Rojas. One time I decided to have a little bit of fun with Delilah. Professor Rojas put me in detention for a week.
Oh, detention. At least that's like something fun to do instead of just going to class and homework. Right? What was your detention?
Writing lines in front of Professor Benz. She says with no amusement.
He probably fell asleep. You probably could have just walked out and he never would have known.
Oh, yeah. Except for the fact that they actually monitor your notes to make sure that you wrote everything. And if you don't, they give you more detention.
How do they monitor it? Is there like a camera watching you the whole time? Like they're creeps? There's like a hidden camera?
You have to hand it in. She says with like a weird look. Like, duh.
So he's like a magic quill. Duh, you're in a magic school.
She has a bit of pause at that. Sorry, not all of us are as rich as you, obviously. Magic quill? Although that is a great idea. You could get as much attention as you'd wanted.
Yeah.
I never believed what they said about you, Renesia says. And she's going to give you a little pat and go over to Gemma.
I believe everything they said about you.
Hope so, she says with a little like wink back. All right, looks like that's I got everybody. I didn't miss anybody, right? So we got everybody. That is DADA class.
Just like the teenage girl energy is insane right now.
Right? Well, it is beginning.
14-year-olds.
It has begun. Charms class is next. Flitwick seems excited to be opening up a new textbook with you all. The Standard Book of Spells, Grade 3. And shows off some fancy wand work by freezing a bowl of water with a single slash of his wand. Glacius, he says, and it freezes over entirely. Isn't wonderful? Sometimes we don't think about it, but the things we can do, right? He says with an ounce of childhood wonder in his voice. Everybody may choose 3 charm spells to attempt. Oh, thank goodness that we're not fighting each other anymore. My neck will thank me. Juniper says, sitting down next to Daphne.
I think you're right. It's easier to focus on spells when there's not someone else on the other end of them.
Hey, can I ask you something, Daphne?
Sure.
I always see you hanging out with Gemma. I always thought that was a kind of a weird duo. And don't get me wrong, I have the utmost respect for you. You do know how she normally is, right?
Well, you're not the first person to tell me that, you know.
I imagine.
Dee Dee said something similar in I think it was first year, where sometimes people who act like that are hard to be around. But I think I don't think she's all like that all the time.
Oh, you're a better girl than I. What's that smell? She says. And Daphne, you notice a like scent that is wafting up from your pocket where your little guy has been kept.
I pull out the little like mushroom pot. It's like a little pot with a mushroom guy in it. How's he doing?
He is releasing spores right into your like breast pocket.
Oh, that's fun.
Whoa!
You know what this is?
Where the hell did that come from?
I found it on the way away from her biology class.
How the hell did you pot a myconid?
It wasn't that hard. He's quite the friendly little fella.
They're known for being pretty seclusive, she says, and then kind of like looks at you with a bit of a odd look.
Well, so are satyrs.
Maybe it felt a kinship. That's
Maybe.
amazing. As I understand, they're pretty rare.
I wonder what these spores do.
Probably grow more mushrooms.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. I guess it's not very exciting though, is it?
Yeah, until next week when I see mushrooms sprouting out of your pocket.
Oh, look, I guess we'll deal with that problem when it comes up. Huh.
Just always remember to dry behind the ears, she says, joking around.
Don't worry, I'll maybe I can practice Scourgify and make sure to keep it clean.
Scorchify, what's that? She starts flipping through her textbook. And do you have your spells? I know we've been doing a scene. So
I can
maybe not.
attempt Scourgify right now.
Sure. Or as my friend
16.
Mike would put it, scour Giphy.
Sure.
Milva, would you like a subscriber bonus for one of those roles?
I would love that. Thank you.
Please have it. It's yours.
Okay, I
Are
got
we
a
supposed to be-
16 on Scourgify, Alex.
Noise. So when you cast out Scorchify, what are you casting it at?
Like I guess because it cleans the. Let's see. Yeah, I guess it would clean the jacket. Because
Okay, so you cast it at your jacket. In so doing, you can see like a bit of dust and dirt just suddenly whisk up and blow away. Whoa, that'd be really useful after the long days in the herbology wing.
Oh, I guess so. It makes it look like I haven't worn it very much.
And what are your other two?
I got a 19 for Sonorous and a 5 for Muffliato. Muffliato, however you say it.
Yeah, Muffliato. That's correct.
So close to a good grade.
Sorry, it was what in a 5?
A 19 and a 5.
Oh, okay. That is an E overall.
I'll take it.
Charms. E. Yeah, it's better than last year.
Yep.
All right. Who's up?
I'll go first. All right, let me see. There's too much red here. It is scary. All right. First thing I got Scourgify with a 7. I then tried Scourgify again and got a dirty 20. And I then tried Glacius and got a 10.
Wild. That's all over the place. So we'll average it out to an A.
Consistency, not Finbar's style.
Yeah. Who are you sitting next to anybody in this class?
I think this one I'm gonna sit next to Reese. I've got a downtime with him. Let's Finbar's gotta meet up with his friends again.
Reese is desperately trying to cast out what's the spell? Tergio. Come on! I just keep spilling the water. It's sorry, voice crack there. Been hating this.
I'm not. It's been a day so far. We started off with bins, and now and then I got stabbed by a plant, and then my nose feels a little funny. Did something happen to me? Did I like fall on my face, and then someone turned me over in defense, or is it just something with me?
I don't even know what you're talking about. I've been desperately like trying to get anything to come out of my wand this year. I told myself this year is going to be different. So no, I don't know what happened to your nose.
Well, I'm going to keep trying Scourgify, but in the meantime, if you want any help with any of this, feel free to ask me. I did pretty good in this class last year. I got an O last year. Don't know how.
You got an O? What, do you bribe the teacher with some donuts? Hey now. Those donuts were very good. Professor Flitwick overhears the conversation. Sorry, Professor. No need to apologize to me, but I'd rather you get back to work. I'm trying. It's just not doesn't come as easy for me, Professor. Why don't you see me after class if you can? This is your final class of the day, right? Yeah. All right. Maybe we can find a breakthrough. Gives him a little smile. Yeah. He looks back over toward you, like Finbar, looking like, I don't think there's going to be any kind of breakthrough.
Let's talk about something else. I remember you told me you were going to India over the summer. How was that?
He suddenly tenses up.
Oh no!
It was good.
Any nice food there?
Huh?
Oh, any nice food? Try anything nice?
Like just a lot of family stuff. Surprisingly, a lot of Jello, which you wouldn't expect, but
no, I wouldn't. But look, I meant what I said. If you want any help in this, feel free to ask me. It's my first full year here, so I want to, take a big step, as it were.
All right. Well, do you know anything about arithmancy? Are you in that class?
Yeah, I thought that was one we all had to take, isn't it?
No, it's one of the hardest classes in Hogwarts. That along with alchemy.
Oh. Well, I was going to try it
anyway. Did you sign up not knowing? He says, like freaking out a little bit.
I'm sure I'll be fine. It's numbers, right? It's just numbers.
Oh dear. Okay, maybe we should instead start focusing on prepping for that. Do you even know the professor? Professor Vector. I don't know if you've ever interacted with Professor Vector.
No. As far as Finbar is concerned, it's like, who's that? Does that Professor Vector, right? No, never met Vector. Is Vector nice?
Is Vector nice? You can hear another person, having overheard this conversation, turns around. It's Gemma. Professor Professor Vector nearly flunked my brother just for sneezing in class.
Huh. Are there sharp implements there of which I might be stabbed with, like in herbology?
Other than her bony fingers? Gemma, you hear Anicia say. No.
I'm sure I'll be fine. I mean, I don't think a stern teacher is the worst thing that'll happen to me. We had bins this morning, so I don't think it could be.
Oh yeah, because Ben's is the most sternest teacher I know, she says.
No, I just meant like it's tough to start the morning with Monday morning, first class of the year, and it's Professor Binns. Even I know that, and I haven't been here as long. I don't think we've ever.
I hear that he gets better with when the years go by. Really? Arnesia says? No.
Oh, but I don't think I've ever really talked to you before, Finbar Dempsey, and you're Gemma Drayton, right?
Gemma Drayton, yes. I see that my calling precedes me. How do you do?
Today, not well. Tomorrow, hopefully better.
I always see you hanging out with Daphne. She's one of my friends. So.
Daphne's great. Knows a lot about the forest. And
yeah, also knows how to get herself killed in the forest.
Does that happen? She seems fine.
What? Yeah, she's dead. No, it didn't actually happen exactly. Could have though.
Wait, did this happen like in first year or the first half of last year? You have to catch me up on these things. I wasn't around.
I'm sure that you can ask her.
Oh, I didn't want to be rude. What if it's like a private matter?
Daphne! She yells over.
What? What's up?
Are you still denying that you ever did anything that could potentially put you in harm's way in the forest?
She's gonna like look over to like Professor Flint, like, Gemma, keep it down when you're talking about stuff like that. She'll like walk. I think she'll walk over.
Oh, come on! You live in the forest. You have the perfect alibi. She's just quieter.
Yes. What? Yeah, I go into the forest sometimes. Why?
You remember that one time with the weird spider thing?
Oh, in first year.
See, Finbar.
Oh.
No one that it wasn't as dangerous as it seemed. Okay, we were in the spider's territory, and it got a little aggressive towards us. That's all.
She looks left, like side eyes.
No one got hurt.
Finbar. And how big was it again?
That's a good question.
Big as a horse?
How big was it? Can I ask?
Yours? It was the size.
It's like a baby, right?
So yours wasn't an acromantula. It was a creeper or something like that.
Yeah.
So they're like the size of like small dog.
Okay. What would Daphne know to like reference to that is the question.
This
baby deer.
Yeah. If you've ever seen like a baby deer when they're born, it was about that big. So, like this tall. She'll like hold her hand like a couple feet off the floor.
That's pretty big for a spider.
Oh, if you think that's big, just wait until you meet an acromantula for the first time.
Exactly. See what I'm talking about, Finbar? Really an expert on the forest. Also gonna get her killed.
Wait,
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Wait, if you're an expert in the forest, do you know where like any good herbs and plants, fruits are? Anything that could be used in cooking?
That's a good question. It's not really my specialty about the whole plants thing. My thing is more animals. But next time I'm there, I'll look for some for you. How about that?
Oh, maybe I should go with you. Make a day out of it.
Sure. That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, I haven't been to the woods much in my life, but it'd be nice to have a guide like you who knows her way around.
Thank you, Finbar. Gemma, you're more than welcome to join us if you'd like.
I think dying a terrible death at the hands of venomous talons. No, I think I'll pass.
All right. We'll get you out there one day.
No. She denies.
How are your spells going, Daphne? Oh, right. All the red.
This class is better than Defense Against the Dark Arts, I would say.
Yeah, we're having a time of it over here.
So we got Fimber, we got
Really?
Daphne. We're gonna fade off. Shade. What do we got?
Yes. So Shade cast Muffliato for 19. Researched Lumos Maxima for 14 successfully, and then failed at Profusorius with a 5.
Okay, give me all the stats there. Just
So
the
it's
numbers.
19, 14, 5.
Okay. There's an A overall.
All right.
The last one, Profusorius.
Ish.
I think like Levi, like as you're over in the prop area practicing, he'll come over. That's the spell that makes things like weightless, right?
Yeah. I don't think I got it though.
Oh, it's fairly simple. Here, maybe I can give you a few tips. Snake's
Sure.
a snake. He goes over and Profusorius, and you watch a little blue flash on like a big 500-pound dumbbell. This is my favorite part. He's gonna lean down, he's gonna pick it up, and he picks it up like it's nothing. Ooh, and he starts like kind of showboating as if he's like a strong man.
Cool.
And from the crowd, you can hear Wilfred go, "Ow, ow!" He chuckles. He drops it down on the ground, and there is a heavy thud. Boom, boom.
Whoa. Okay. So is there like a turn it off thing, like quietus for sonorous, or it just when you drop it?
There's no counter charm. Yeah, you're
Okay.
just able to take a deep breath. I always hate those ones that require counter charm.
All right. Yeah, can you imagine just forgetting to quietus yourself after a sonorous thing, and it's like hot mic? Okay. Profusorius and gets it wrong.
Well,
And so like
there
goes
is a
to
little
pick it
blue
up.
flash shade on the dumbbell.
Okay. Goes to pick it up and like, oh no. Like tries
No,
to
instead,
roll it.
actually, what happens because you got low enough is you put your hands down, try to pick up the dumbbell, and you like kind of give some attempt to it, and the metal of the bar just bends.
Oh god. I'm that strong?
So when I say this, I mean like it bends as if it's like made out of rope.
Oh.
So
it
like
doesn't-
your
it
two
doesn't
arms,
snap.
they
I
like
see.
bend upward, but every other
Oh.
portion of it is unmoving. Even the
Oh.
middle in between your hands.
I did it wrong.
It's like melting.
This is not right.
Professor! Levi calls back. Bit of a pickle. Reparo. And you'll watch it all bend back into place.
Thanks, Professor.
Not a problem. Still plenty to learn.
Indeed.
Got shades. Dee Dee?
All right. So Dee Dee got some numbers that I have on my screen now. The first one is Scourgify at 22. Or sorry, Scour Giphy at 22.
It's not. It is Scorchify. Mike
Yeah.
just calls it Scour Giphy. Please never call it Scour Giphy.
And 21 on Perfusorius.
No way.
And a 12 on Glacius.
Sweet. I think nearby you notice Nate from earlier. He's practicing with another girl. She's got like long white hair. Darcy. No, I just can't get it. I've tried like 15 times. I've tried doing what you told me and nothing. It's just like a little fart noise. I think it's making a joke of me by now. Okay, take a deep breath. It's okay. Perfusorius is a hard spell to get down. Dee Dee, you just got done Perfusorius. Pretty well too.
Oh, I seem to have a bit of a talent at it, if you'd like me to show you.
Yeah. Dee Dee, right?
Yes. Nice to meet you, I think.
This is
Probably
Darcy.
seen you
Nate says.
around, but...
How's the hand?
Oh, well, it's a little bit better. I haven't noticed any pain. That salve must really be working.
He has like a big smile on his face. Darcy goes, "You know how to do Perfusorius?" This guy here is like the worst teacher in the world, he says, pointing toward Nate. Ouch, I'm right here. Oh, sorry. One of the worst teachers in the world.
Well, I'll see if I can do any better. So what I did was something like this motion and then this motion. And then the emphasis was on this syllable.
So actually, you know what? I'm gonna help you guys a little bit for improving about wand movements and whatnot, right? Because you can like swish left and right. You can do like a spiral movement. You can what is it? You can like twist your wand if need be. There's another thing you can do. Is like a little thing I've sort of added. There's like different wand holding positions. So there's like position 1, position 2, position 3. And sometimes like to cast a spell, you need to hold your wand in position 2 to get like the proper movement and stuff. So like there's some things that can help. And then
So, like crane stance.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
That's just for everybody. Cool ways that you can kind of think and talk about that. So Darcy takes your advice, and Darcy will try again.
Well, +4 because it's the inspiration. You can do it.
Oh, you mean plus a D4?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I got the full 4 on that.
Nice.
As a 19 for Darcy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, where have you been my entire life? Darcy says. I'm still here. I'm right here, Nate says.
I've been in class with you for 3 years. I guess I should have been helping, huh?
Hey, your fault for not hanging out with anybody but Gryffindors. Oh my gosh. What have I been doing for 3 years? She chuckles. Plus, the Gryffindors aren't really that great. She says toward you.
Sure, the Gryffindors are just fine. The Griffin pals.
No, you're right. There is one person, and Nate like kind of sits back with a smile on his face. Sadie's never done me wrong.
I'll have to meet her sometime.
I'm gonna stab you, Nate says. And Darcy just starts laughing.
Oh. I guess that was a joke.
He's like my best friend, Darcy says. Revealing the inside of it all. You should Come by the Gryffindor table sometime. Nate asks.
Maybe I will. I have to get you back your salad anyway.
It would be expended. It wouldn't. You wouldn't have it. Give it back. Yeah, it's like
okay.
a potion.
Have to give you back the container.
The
Yeah.
container. Yeah. Reduce, reuse, recycle. He says, and Darcy's like,
That's
"You're
right.
learning." I didn't learn that from you. I knew about recycling. Okay. That's Dee Dee. We got the twins left once again. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Uh,
Mayleys.
so Maylee's tried. Oh gosh, no, I can't find him. Muffliato, and it failed first, so she tried it again. That reminds me of a muffaletto, and that's all I'm thinking about now. I love muffalo. Anyway,
What's a muffaletto?
it's a kind of sandwich.
Muffalata,
It's
yeah.
not- Yeah, muffalato.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's like a
Oh.
Cajun, like you go to New Orleans and get muffalatos and beignets at Cafe du Monde. But yeah, actually muffalatos are supposed to be somewhere else. But anyways, yeah, it's like an olive tapenade sandwich, olive heavy. They're good.
Big old
If you like
fat
olives.
chicken sandwich.
Anyway, sorry, could you restart what you got?
Anyway, she cast Muffliato. Muffliato, sure. Once with like a real unfortunately bad cast with a 7. Cast it again for a 15, and then also cast Scour Giffy for an 18. Or Scour Jiffy? Is it I'm just
So
kidding.
I was gonna give you an E for that. I'm giving you a T immediately. Yeah. You try out a bunch of different ones. And like I think like nearby there's a sound you can hear. Psst. Psst. Hey. Milva. But she's saying it to you. You look up and you can see Macy on the other side. You turn around. Oh, you're not Milva. But you look like her. Oh, you must be Mayleys. Hi again.
Macy, I have long braids that go down almost to my butt. And Milva's hair goes to here. Whatever. Hi, Macy. How are you?
Not great. My mom said that if I fail this class again, that she might take me out of school.
Oh, she was lying to you. You should call her bluff. See what she does.
I love that you go to that when you don't know her mother. You don't know. Like, it might be.
No parent wants to support their child for the rest of their life when they're 14 years old. She's not going to take her out of school.
Well, she might put her into a muggle school. You're right. She was probably just doing that thing again. What do they call it? Hyperbole. Did I get that right?
I was going to say abuse, but probably hyperbole, yeah.
But she might have been joking. I can never tell.
Do you need help with this, class, Macy? I'm probably not the best person to ask, but I could try to help you.
Well, I need to get some spells, and I don't really care about any of these. Like, when am I gonna need to make something? When am I gonna need to like only have someone else hear me and no one else? It's weird. But Scourgify cleans things. Actually,
Yeah.
she's gonna say sour. She's gonna say Scour Giffy, but Scour Giffy cleans things, and I think it would be really useful in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You know,
you
whenever
could
I'm like
probably-
making cookies or muffins, like a quick
Yeah.
cleanup.
Yeah.
I can't get it, and I don't know why. I'm doing all of the steps like it says. Sorry,
Okay,
I meant to
show me
burden
what you're
Milva with
doing.
this.
I think I just got it. I think I literally just got it. How are you doing it? Show me.
Scaragiffi. And she does all of the steps correctly. And there is a little, whenever she casts it on something, you watch like a little block in front of her turn bright pink. See, I don't understand.
Oh, I think do the same movements again, but it's actually pronounced Scourgify. So maybe if you say it like that, it'll work.
Arnesia lied to me. She like twists her head around.
Kind of rude. And you were on a date with her, so maybe rethink your date next time, okay?
Do you have a problem with Arnesia?
Not inherently. She just kind of, she is who she
liked
is.
you.
Oh, did she? She doesn't act like that.
Oh. Maybe you just don't get her.
Well, maybe. But if she were nice, she wouldn't have lied to you about how it was pronounced, especially if your mom's going to kick you out of school.
Arnesia! It's not pronounced Scaragiffi, she yells across the room. Arnesia just starts laughing her ass off. And Macy like kind of looks down, gets a little red blush, but also starts to chuckle even herself. And then kind of looks back toward you. Thanks, Maylis.
You're welcome.
And she'll start casting. How is Milva doing next to you? Milva?
Not great. Milva tried Muffliato twice, got a 7 and then a 10. And then also tried Perfusorius and got a 7.
Oh, that's a P. What was the first spell?
Muffliato.
All right. So you need another subject in order to do that. So Milva, you're just casting a Muffliato. And Maylis, suddenly you can't hear anyone. Just the room goes silent. You can hear like things, but not people. Is the weirdest thing. So like the little like writing of quills, the like clattering of objects, the footfalls around you, you can hear all that, but whenever people are speaking, you can't hear it.
She's just like screaming Milva's name.
Now everyone else can hear you. So Milva! Milva! Milva?
I think that Milva was just looking at her wand and kind of shaking it to figure out what's wrong.
Yeah, because that'll work. Shake it more. Maybe you might be able to mess up a second spell, Professor Flitwick says, coming by. Put it down.
And she gingerly sets it on her desk.
He gives a smile toward you, has his hands behind his back, and kind of almost playfully moves over toward Maylis. What was his spell? He like turns back over toward you.
Back over towards Milva?
Yeah. What was the spell?
Muffliato.
Ah, yes. Perception alteration charm. It affects the ability to perceive certain things in the environs. As for Maylis here, it seems that your miscast might have reversed the effects. Maylis, can you hear me? I'm down here. He like waves his hand. Because he's a part goblin, right? So he's always below you.
Can I actually hear him now? Did he actually reverse it?
No, but he's waving at you. And you can see his mouth mouthing, Maylis. No, we can hear you. He like tries to. You can just speak to us.
She just keeps pointing because she can't hear any of this.
Ah, it's. I think your spell might have also made her mute. And Professor Flitwick gets out his wand. No. Something like this is going to require a counter charm. I think this one may do. But I won't be able to cast it on Maylis. It will be you, he says, turning toward Milva. Are you ready?
Yes.
It should reverse the effects. Continuum, he says, and there's a little white flash. And Maylis, you can hear again. Suddenly
Oh,
you
did
hear
that
everyone
happen for
talking.
you guys too?
Oh,
Everything just went-
wonderful! Seems like you're back with the land of the living. You weren't able to hear us. We were able to hear
Die?
you.
Did I die?
Milva, suddenly you can't hear anybody.
So if I can't hear anybody, but they could still hear me though, right?
Yes.
So if I yell, everyone's going to look over, but I'm not going to understand why.
Yeah. What do you do? Do you do that or?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. What do you yell?
Probably hello, very loud and shrilly.
Hello? 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 It's all heads turn over toward your area. It's this creepy, like it would be super creepy from Milva's perspective. Just everybody suddenly turning their heads and looking at her.
Oh, no kidding.
You know. Oh dear. Oh, maybe hospital wing this time. Maylis, if you could transport your sister to Madame Pomfrey.
What did you do to her, Professor?
Well, I fixed you and seemingly rebounded the spell effect back onto her, so this is more complex.
I thought you were the teacher here. Okay, I'll go take her.
Oh,
You're
right
not
then.
supposed to
I will
attack
not have.
students,
I will not.
Professor.
I did not. I attacked nobody. I will not have my pride as a faculty member, nor as a wizard, be tested here. Fine then.
Your
I can
pride's
do
hurt.
this.
It's your fault. You're the one who just did that to her.
She's the one. He pulls out the wand. And
God,
he tries to
Professor.
a few different things. I'm gonna roll for it. Pride is a wizard. Yep, that's good enough. After a few tries, Milva, you are cured of the little effect. There. Happy?
I mean, a little scared now. Are you okay, Milva?
Yeah, thank you,
Professor
Professor.
attacked you.
I think Milva's doing the thing where it's like she's trying to pop her ears, and trying to like make it so it sounds normal again.
Yeah. You open up your mouth. You're like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And with that, our end of the day comes, as well as our 2 hour mark. So we will go for our break. Come back in 10 minutes. Peace. Hello, everybody. We are back. Can I get a hey, hey?
Hey.
Wow, you guys are really easy. Man.
Yeah.
All right. So that would have been our end of day. So if you have any abilities like double check notes or some shit that only works, once per day, that's all reset. Just a little reminder. What, Cole? You're like super muffled.
Yeah.
Oh, did it switch back to my
Yeah, we're good now.
other audio? Oh, it's good now? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, what was I saying? What was your question? Cole, you had a question?
What I was putting my headphones on and switching all the audio over when I last heard once per day. So I was just asking what you said.
Okay, so it is a new day. So any like abilities that you have that are once per day, that's reset. Okay. In the morning, we have a choice. According to the electives sheet, you can sign up during this time slot for either divinations or ancient runes.
Ancient runes for me.
Also me.
Same.
Okay, so
I
we've
think that
got DD is in ancient runes. Where's ancient runes? Ancient runes. DD's in ancient runes. And then Shade was in ancient runes and Finbar. So you said? Okay, what about everyone else?
divination.
Ooh, all right. Milva?
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
She's also divination.
Okay. Bam, bam. And then Daphne.
Free period.
All right. Didn't sign up for either one. Oh. Goodbye.
I think
She's figuring
Rachel's
it out.
fixing stuff. Yeah.
Well, I was going to do divinations first. But that's all right. We have everyone here for ancient runes. Okay. With the start of the morning, people start to, spider off in a bunch of different directions. And Dee Dee, you're walking with a few other Hufflepuffs. You can see like Rin, Wilfred, Morgan, Nolan, they're all walking together. Well, looks like this is where I leave you, Nolan says. What are you talking about? I'm going to divinations too. Wait, seriously? What do you think I'd be taking ancient runes? I'm not a nerd.
What's wrong with ancient runes?
Nothing, absolutely nothing, DD. It's a noble profession.
Well, I'm sure divination is too.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh.
I always
Nolan
thought it was a little
puts his tongue in
strange.
his cheek.
I don't see how the card that says the fool means anything, but I guess I just don't get it. Doesn't mean it's not real or anything.
DD, maybe sometime I could do a reading for you. I mean, have you ever actually gotten a proper reading from a diviner?
Not
Talk
a
about
proper
yourself
one.
like you're a diviner. You haven't even had the class yet, Nolan. Okay, I've really enjoyed it. Okay. Sometime, Didi. Sometime. He nods. Where are we going again? 7th floor. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Milford says. Ren's like, if it's any consolation, I haven't either. So today's gonna be a first for me.
7th floor.
Where are you going?
Is this
Dee?
on the staircase?
Yeah, this would be like at like the serpentine staircase. So
Oh.
Rin says, "Where are you going, Dee Dee?"
I'm going up to ancient ruins. Is that also the 7th floor?
You check your schedule, and it says, what is it? It's southwest tower, Oxford Building, 7th floor. You're just in a
Is
different
that
tower.
the moving stairs?
No.
Okay.
No. This is in the Oxford Building. The moving staircase is in Ravenclaw Tower, which is connected to the quad.
Oh, thank goodness. It's not in the Ravenclaw Tower. I swear those stairs hate me. Like me specifically. They go slower when I'm around.
Rin comes over and holds your hand. She's like, maybe if you're better at divinations, you could figure it out. And she says this like very calmly, like just matter of factly, and gives you like a little
Maybe.
love and then leaves. Because she has to head off to class.
Dee Dee's got low wisdom, so she doesn't get the joke. She takes it at face value. Maybe.
Shade, you walk up and you can see Dee Dee standing there wistfully.
Hey, Dee Dee. You ready to go?
Are you taking runes as well?
Yeah, I thought I'd try. I don't know. Ever since I met Azrith, I've just been wondering, I don't know, like, what sneaky cool stuff does he know that I could find out more about that might help with who knows what in the future. So,
I just try to have tea with him.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like I need to prove myself or something, I guess.
To him?
Yeah, I don't know. He's always so sneaky. Like, there's always more to it. I feel like he's not saying so much. So, if I know more stuff, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll know how to ask better questions, or he'll find me more interesting to tell answers to.
Who's Azrith? You can hear Reese walking up. Is that your new boyfriend? Huh?
No.
Dee Dee looks very nervous.
And everyone looks nervous, and Reese is like, what did I just stumble on? Because it's just like an awkward silence suddenly. Okay, keep your secrets. I'm heading up.
Are
You
you
guys
going
coming?
to Ancient Ruins too?
Does a bear shit in the woods?
Yes.
Assuming it's not in captivity.
Alan, you have earned yourself an inspiration for that line. Okay. Up in the East Tower, you guys enter into a room. You can see Finbar has already found his seat, situated next to Janice, and the two of them are already talking a little bit before class starts. There's a large circular amphitheater that's been set up in this room. Wooden seats surround a stage with runes and writings drawn along the floor in a geometric design. As everyone finds their seats, Professor Babbling begins her lecture. You guys would have had one class, not Finbar, but would have had one class in first year with Professor Babbling. She taught magical theory, which is only in first year. She's like oldish woman, Caucasian, like a white hair that's kind of like braided back. She stands very straight. Ancient runes hold within them power from before wands, before the times of even Merlin himself. Runes is a subject many can attempt, but few may master. Please open Spellman's Library to pages 35 and 36. Please read quietly, copying the diagram on the left with your wand, like so. And she raises her wand in the air, and you watch red flame like trail out the tip of it. And she begins to draw in the air. This spell is called Flagrate. Is a cantrip charm. If you know it, then it just adds a little bit of a flair. Otherwise, you have to use paper. So she begins to write with her wand, and she crafts an intricate work of Nordic runes that are arrayed in a ring in front of her. She then holds her wand up, and without saying anything, you watch all the runes that were red just begin to glow bright blue, and they shoot up toward her wand, and there's like a little mote of light at the tip of it, and then shooting out the front of her wand, you see a Lumos Maxima that hovers as a globe in the ceiling. Much can be done with runes. Modifications to spells at higher levels. More control, but also takes a little bit longer, as you can see. It is not. Which one of you will be artists, I wonder? And Shade, Dee, and Finbar, you guys get to pick 2 spells to cast using wisdom. These spells can be from any class for which you are in. So like you can't choose divinations, unfortunately. But like DADA, charms, transfigurations, even though we haven't had it yet, you can pick 2 spells, and when you cast it, you don't do /attempt. Do /special attempt. And then you'll select it as a Ancient Runes type spell, because it'll use your wisdom modifier instead of the usual modifier. Like transfig is normally strength that it adds on. You can negate that and make it wisdom.
Okay. And we do that right now? Pick 2?
Right now. 2 spells.
And it could be any spell, even like ones we did yesterday.
Yep. Any spell that is available to you, other than divination spells, because you're not in that class.
Oh,
Mm. What are the other modifiers for charms and jinx and JHC? Are they using wisdom, or is it just transfig that uses not wisdom?
No, there's plenty. So each one uses something different.
Oh, okay.
I know the bot does it automatically for us, but that's where we get our modifiers. We get our magical modifier. It mixes with what you have. So like transfig is strength, charms is dexterity, JHC is charisma, divinations is wisdom, and healing is intelligence.
Say that one more time. Transfig is strength. Charms is what?
Strength, charms is dex,
Okay.
divinations is wisdom.
JHC.
JHC
If you
is
look on like
charisma.
if you look
Okay.
on the character website, Cole, it shows you like when you go to the spells tab, it shows you all your modifiers, and you can like hover over them and stuff to see which is which.
Oh,
Yeah, they're all
it
color
tells you
coded,
it's
of course.
strength. Okay. I know it's like charms, but I didn't realize it had like the actual mod on it. Okay, cool.
Indeed.
And we're not doing alternate casting. Is that right? That's false.
Yeah, that's always false. Unless
Okay.
you have a split stat on your wand, and if you don't know what that is, you don't have one.
Okay.
oh, it's always false. Crap.
Oh, I picked true for those. Sorry.
I don't
Oops.
know. I don't think it will actually affect you. Did you have like suddenly a big negative when you tried?
No.
Then you're
I
fine.
had -3, but I have no idea if that makes sense because I have a -1 wisdom modifier.
-1 wisdom, and you have what kind of spell were you trying?
It was a transfig.
What's your transfig mod?
2.
-2?
Wait, what? Yeah, -2.
Yep. So
Okay,
that makes sense.
Cool. Okay. No.
And we just do 2, right?
Yeah, just 2.
Okay, cool. I'm ready when you are.
I'm ready as well.
Well, you two go first. I'm picking my last one.
Okay. You go ahead, Finbar.
All right. For my first one, I went with Renovate, and I got an 18. And then my second one was Protego. I failed that one, so then I used my inspiration, and I passed it with a 23. Protego, not Protego.
What was the first one again?
The first one was Renovate with an 18, and then
Okay.
Protego with a 20.
High or low?
The low god.
To Nick. The low gods have forsaken you. Nick was not here. That is an E for you.
No, I'm a
Ha,
oh,
ha,
avoids
ha.
me again.
Always go high.
Never. The low god
Yeah.
will remember that.
Ian doesn't even know Sikrin, okay?
Fair enough.
Sikrin's the other god and all that.
What is
Sikrin's
this
the one who
false?
literally coined always go high. He always says, he was like, it's always high 100% of the time, all the time.
What is this false god you preach of, Maple?
The lords of high are looking upon you and frowning.
I care not for their ivory towers where I am on the ground.
I'm in a hole.
I do not live in a city built upon their lies. Okay, so Finbar, you're trying out a few different spells. Do you know Flagrate by any chance?
I do. Locked in.
Nice. So Finbar, you're able to draw out a Futhaz rune in the center, which has certain like symbolic meanings. You draw like a little line that connects it to another one that you do Manaz, and together when you swirl them up, what comes out of your wand? You don't say anything; it just happens.
What comes out? I'll say it's the Protego, and it's instead of looking like a shield, it just looks like a frying pan, but bigger.
Boom. One big frying pan appears. It's kind of like ghostly, you know. It's like loosely in the shape of a frying pan. Maybe we'll see as you get better at this spell that it forms a little bit clearer.
Janice, take a look. I did it.
Congratulations. She says she's like very like in her work right now and isn't paying any attention to you.
Oh, man, this is amazing. I didn't know I could do this. This one's so much better than yesterday's attempts. Oh, I tell you, I think this class is going to be amazing. I love it.
Do you normally talk to yourself? To your right, Taylor has come out of nowhere.
Ah! Oh, sorry. You're not scary. I was just surprised by. I'm really bad at noticing.
Okay. I get it a lot. So
I'm very bad at catching things that are around me. Say I got poor peripherals or something. Finbar Dempsey, nice to meet you. Don't think I've talked to you. What's your name?
we've been in school for like a whole half a year together.
Oh,
You don't
yeah,
know
but
me.
I don't think I've talked to you.
Oh. She looks down, and this girl, you don't hear a change in her tone. You don't see a change on her face or anything. She's like, you still didn't answer my question though.
I thought I was talking to Janice, but I guess I was talking at Janice. That's pretty rude of me.
Did you say something? Janice says, turning over.
Oh, I got Protego down, but it was in this class. It was like shaped like a frying pan.
Right. She returns to her work again.
It's true though. You saw it, right, Taylor?
Yeah. her, her like her confirmation really with no enthusiasm really doesn't confirm it for Janice or anybody else in the room.
What are you working on, Taylor?
Well, right now I'm making a bunny. You look over and she's like drawing with her wand with flagrate and she's drawing a bunny in the air.
Ah,
It has a bow tie.
oh, that's a nice touch. It kind of reminds me of the jackalopes that attacked us last spring.
Oh, my bad. And she finishes the drawing, and it's not a bow tie; it's a snare.
Oh, I didn't mean like it on a bad. You're really good at drawing, you know that? It looks very nice, very, very detailed.
Oh my gosh, Taylor, put that away. Janice just noticed. Sorry, she's gonna get rid of it. That's Finbar. Okay, Shade, give me yours.
Ew. Yeah, so Shade first attempts Accio and gets an 18, and then does
Moist.
Serpent Sorsha and gets a 19.
There's an E. Which one do you want to focus on?
Serpent Sorsha.
Serpent Sortia. When you cast it out, you draw out a few different runes. You're able to get Hagalaz and also Uthus. Using these in connection with, in your mind, the thing you're currently conceptualizing using transfigurations, you find it comes easier to you than in Professor Dildro's class. You don't say anything. You just sort of give it a good swish, gathering up all the runes. Now, wait. Well, oh, wait a second. Do you know Flagrate?
No.
Okay, so with yours, you would be writing this down on a piece of paper, and then when you feel like you got it, you would like rip out that piece, hold it between your two fingers, and then channel magic through it. Like close your eyes and feel it, and then suddenly you watch those little inky runes begin to glow bright blue, and the whole paper goes up like flash paper. And what happens?
So the paper goes up like flash paper, and then it's the smoke from like the flash. It's almost like it's dancing in your eyes where the imprint of the flame was, and it starts to like move on its own in a way that's really kind of off-putting, but it turns into a snake and then drops to the ground and starts to like curl around my foot.
What kind of snake is it?
I'm gonna say it is an adder.
Ooh, what color?
Black.
So yeah, it starts to like constrict around your leg there, and you're like, "Oh, that's kind of cute." And then it starts to like crawl up your leg, and you're like, "Oh, that's my pant leg."
Okay. And
A second later, we see it peeking up your shirt collar.
Oh, okay. That's a little close. Hi. Is this supposed to happen with this?
Good thing Morgan's not here, Reese says.
Yeah. No kidding. He is shy of snakes, that is for sure. What should I name you, little buddy? Huh. Is it always the same snake that comes out whenever you do Serpent Sortia, or is it always a new one?
As if I would know. He says, I have a T in Transfiguration.
Oh. Yeah, Professor Diller is a little tough.
Yeah, and he's going to keep docking you grades if you keep calling him that.
I said Dildero.
I didn't hear all the syllables, he says with a smile.
I mean, it's easy to whoopsie daisy that, I guess.
Whoopsie daisies. Dee Dee, you're up.
So this is the year where everything goes bad for Dee Dee.
Obviously.
All the time.
I mean, like, character development, right?
Yeah. So she tried to do Orchideus, got a 3. And then she tried to do Lumos Maxima and got a 6.
3 and a 6.
Yeah,
Yikes, that's a D.
not
You
great.
Yeah, and I mean, like, you're learning as you're going. You're like, oh yeah, ancient runes, that's right up my alley. And then, like, all of these runes have, like, very specific, but also very vague, like, symbolism to them. And the ways in which they interact have very distinct and, like, unique ways of going about it. And there's sort of a holistic approach to selecting them when it comes to different spells. Like, oh, well, this will have an effect on your environment like this, and this mixed with this will do this. And it's so, like, freeform and intuitive that for you, who really, as we've seen, is not intuitive at all, becomes
Unless
this
it's charms.
struggle to just kind of, like, figure it out, trial and error. And there is nothing but just sparks coming out the end of Dee Dee's wand every time. The runes begin to glow like bright blue, and then you always see one of them, like, turn red, and then, like, all the rest of them turn red, and something completely different happens, or the paper just burns up and is gone.
I'll never get this.
Not only that, I don't think you really have, like, an exact friend in this class. The people in this class are Taylor, Ernesia, Delilah, maybe Delilah, I don't know, Sam, Sally, Sadie, Janice, Billy, and Reese.
Wow.
So I think,
It's
are you
because
alone?
I don't have any friends.
Are you
Yeah.
all alone?
Pretty
Okay.
much.
So, like, as you're struggling there, like, you look around the room and you can see, like, Finbar be like, I got it! Janice, look! And then you can see, like, Shade with the snake that he's conjured. And you look around and you feel like there's no one you can turn to. Like, all your friends have gone to different classes, or the friends that you do have here are, like, distracted with their other friends, and you're able to kind of sink your teeth into that in the background here. All right. That is
I do know Flagrate, although I don't have it locked in.
wonderful. So that helps you not at all, essentially, because you can't cast anything. You're like, yes, I'm going to draw this in the air. Wrong room.
Perfect.
Wrong. You briefly turn Billy into a cow. Wrong.
No.
Okay. Divinations class. So we have Melis, Melva, and that's it.
Alex, if you check my hidden, Daphne's actually gonna go to divinations.
Oh,
I changed my mind.
you changed your mind.
Come hang out with us.
Yeah.
With you. So you guys climb the serpentine staircase. And at the very top, you are met where Daphne and Gemma currently are. It said that he was up here. I guess it makes sense. Divinations, it wouldn't be in the dungeon now, would it?
Isn't this called the Divinations Tower?
Is this the one? I thought it was in the south.
No, that's the Ravenclaw Tower, right?
There's too many towers in the school.
There's just a lot of everything at this school.
Melis, Milva, you guys walk in on this.
There's also a lot of people at this school.
Yeah, no kidding.
You can never keep them straight.
Are you
Tell
kidding
about
me?
it.
You guys do know that Hogwarts has one of the smallest class sizes of any of the Wizarding schools.
No, tell me more, Gemma.
Well, since you asked, Wagadow is the largest. And she's gonna go into it.
You asked her to, like. That's funny.
Clearly, she doesn't
That-
understand sarcasm.
That's a 17. Oh no, I
Yes.
understand it. I just thought you'd enjoy. And she's gonna start going up the
Oh, yeah.
ladder to the trap door that awaits you to the divination's tower.
Maylee's gonna turn to Milva and be like,
I thought it was interesting.
She's gonna do the same.
Get a little mirror there. Daphne, you follow after her, and soon followed by Melis, Milva, and a few others. Up here, you find the home of the most elusive and peculiar teacher, Professor Sybil Trelawney.
Love
See
her.
her as you enter. Oh, yeah. She shakes as if constantly in a state of panic. Her eyes take you off guard. They look like some kind of giant bugs through the lenses of her glasses. Her long, curly hair is an absolute frizzled mess. You all take your seats, 2 to a table. Milva, as you're coming up here, you can actually see Nolan is sitting on his own. You have a choice between your sister or Nolan.
I'm gonna sit by Nolan, I think. I expected him to be here given the tarot card situation.
You come over and pop yourself down on the little seat. And then Melis, you like go to find your seat, you turn around and Milva's gone.
typical. She would do that. She would leave me and go sit by Nolan. No, it's fine.
Nearby, you can hear, is a seat taken?
Because that's me.
Yes.
No. Go ahead.
Billy stands over you from Ravenclaw. Long blonde hair, quite tall girl.
Oh,
Wonderful.
hey, Billy.
I'm a bit nervous, aren't you?
No.
Oh,
Should we be?
I don't know. I guess I'm just more nervous at everything.
Oh,
But
Well, I did
especially
hear-
new things. I've never been in this room before. And now here, look at me, I'm blabbing. She's barely speaking. She's going to immediately shut herself up.
I did hear that Professor Trelawney predicts a student's death every year, so I wonder whose it'll be.
What? A student dies every year? That's
No.
terrible.
No, definitely not. That hasn't happened in at least 4 years.
There's like a cricket as she starts to like process this. She's very scared. Cutting over to Melis. Over to Milva. You sit down next to Nolan, and Nolan says, I knew you'd be here.
Yeah, I'd figured you'd be here too. Are you
Oh,
all healed
Milva,
up?
hey!
What? Who are you talking to?
Oh, I was just messing around. I didn't know it was you.
Didn't you say earlier that you can always tell? So are you lying now or then?
Well, I do need a few seconds to talk
I'm
with you
just giving
first.
you a hard time, Nolan. Don't worry about it.
He like looks down, like a little like put off, pouting for a second. One of these days I'm gonna get you back, you know that?
Yeah, we'll see, buddy. We'll see. And she just kind of like pats him on the shoulder and then sits down.
Daphne. Gemma's like, up here? Bird's eye view.
All the way in the back.
Is it too dark for you?
Do we need the light to see?
I don't
don't
know
think
about
so.
you, but normally light is imperative.
I was
For
trying
sight.
to. Okay, I was trying to make a joke. Never mind.
Oh, to see.
To
I
see
get it.
the future. Just like little like spooky movements with her hands.
Yeah, I'm certain that on our first ever divinations class, we're gonna see the future.
You never know, I suppose.
I guess if you're just born with the sight, Gemma says. I do wonder if I was.
It always intrigues me, you know. My grandmother was she's very into that sort of thing, but never with any of the things we use at Hogwarts.
Your grandmother on the wizard side?
What well, she talking like it's like she's trying to like work out the family tree in her brain. No, she's also a satyr. My grandfather who married her was a wizard.
Odd match, she says.
It's quite the story. It's rather romantic if you listen to it. I won't get into it.
Actually, cutting you off is Trelawney. Welcome! You have just entered the realm of the second side. No, not all of you will pass the trials of this class. Some may even slip into madness, she says, and gives a little pat onto Melis's shoulder. But for those of you with the eyes to see, the art of unfogging this doomed world shall be open to you. First, let us see what you are made of. If you are gifted, or perhaps not. A trial. And Trelawney pulls back a cloth, covering a familiar-looking crystal ball, swirling with white mists and emitting a faint light. For those of you with the gift, with the second sight, document what you see in the mist of obfuscation. And she gets kind of like zoned out in her own crystal ball. You may begin, she says, pulling herself away from it. All right. All three of you may make me a divinations plus wisdom check. And are any of you skeptics?
No.
Melis does have the book that Finbar gave her last session or the session before. That was like an 8 in divination. Does that give her any bonuses?
It was an 8 in divination?
No, an aid. Like a
Yes. So did you take any time in your downtime to read it, or
no, because we haven't actually had downtime by name since I got it. I think he gave it to her during the festival. And I just didn't do anything since then.
Yeah. So if you read it, there is a bonus, but you have to like use a free period to do that.
Okay, cool.
So not currently.
I'll know that for next time.
And then, sorry, how do we do this check?
So just go to your your magic, like your spell book tab, look at what your divinations mod, the total is, and then go !R space 1d20 plus that number. Just roll it.
Okay.
That.
I have my number.
All right, go ahead.
17.
All right, good to know. Next one.
Sorry, you said adding the divination modifier, but did you say a second
Divination
into?
plus wisdom. So it's
Ah,
so if you look at your overall divinations modifier, that should be the number you use.
I see. Okay, cool. In that case, Milva got a 12.
And Maylee's got an 18.
Oh, Melees. Okay. Huh. All right. Milva. You sit there. And you try to look at this crystal ball. You don't even know exactly what Nolan's doing, as he can't see, but he is kind of hovering over it. He has his hands very gently pressed with his fingers on it. You're not doing the same thing, but what you're doing isn't really like doing anything. And so you decide to try out what he's doing. Try doing it, and nothing at first. You can hear Trelawney's voice in the background. Open your mind. Close your eyes. Find the calmest space to be revealed the horrors that lie in wait. And you're like, okay, weird, but all right. You wait there for a little while. And then something does come. Suddenly you're flying over a vast open sky. You look around and you can see geese. You're a goose. You can feel the wind in your hair. You can see the clouds around you. This is so weird. And then Milva, you look to your left, and this one goose looks a little weird. Really, really weird. 1 second. You're like, wait a second. That's not a goose. It turns its head toward you suddenly, and you see the pursed lips and wrinkly face of McGonagall. McGonagoose. Huh? That immediately jolts you from the nap that you accidentally had. Oh. Nolan freaks out. Dude, Milva scared the crap out of me, man.
sorry, I think I nodded off for a second. Or I had some sort of prophecy about McGonagall.
Which is it?
I don't know, man. This is class 1.
He like raises his eyebrows, like fair enough. Returns to his work. Daphne. Okay. You got 17.
Mm-hmm.
You look down at the thing before you. At first, nothing. But you keep at it. You know about meditation. You know how it works. And images begin to form in the glass. Something starts to call out to you. And you surrender to it. And what you see is hooves running. You can hear a distant noise, muted right now. You can smell wet grass. You can hear a hiss. And then you see somebody hit the ground. Somebody from your tribe. Your commune. You can hear them screaming as something is attacking above them. Legs start beating down. Fire enrages the forest from around you.
homes burnt to the ground. And then there's more flashes, one after another after another. You see that old woman that you met coughing her lung out. You see a great tree rising high above the forest. You can see wands drawn. You can see the sight of some kind of large metal structure smashing into the ground and rolling down a hill. And you can see Hogsmeade Village. Calm and steady. And then you're brought back.
She takes a second to sort of relax her hands that have like clutched the crystal ball in front of her. Sort of tensely, she like relaxes her hands, tries to put them flat on the table. She realizes her hands are shaking. She kind of takes a deep breath. And I think she takes her hands off the table and like just like pushes away, tries to push her chair back away from the table, away from the crystal ball, away from the vision.
Gemma's hard at work for herself. You can see her like brow is furrowed as if she's trying incredibly hard.
I'm gonna like look around the classroom, see if anyone's looking at me.
No one.
I'm gonna close my eyes again and try to imagine that the scene of Hogsmeade Village. I feel like there's something missing. Just try to bring something back that I can remember or see.
Nothing else is granted to you. Just the underside of your eyelids.
So, that's Daphne. Meanwhile, Maelys, the surprise of us all.
Surprise too.
You had an 18! You had an 18! That's amazing!
I have a +5 to divination.
No way!
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay.
I have a +0.
So, Maelys.
I have a -2.
Wolf.
Yikes. No wonder you took runes.
Yeah.
Your eyes, Maelys, begin to fuzz, staring down at the orb. Oh, I yawn. Sound and light begins to dim as the orb takes up your entire perception. The scratching of quills and Trelawney's rants all fade as you begin to see the mist swirl and part. Inside, you make out the form of a student. They stand in a small, darkened room and twist a small lockbox in their hands. Their face is like milk in water. Their form sort of shifts unnaturally in the mist, and color fades from the scene as you struggle to keep it. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Wait, I actually have an inspiration. I'm gonna roll again. Not much better. 10.
10. Okay. You watch them. They look around to make sure no one is near, and you try to push through that barrier. And you begin to see the form settle, not as a student, maybe as a student. At first, this person looks so familiar as the form begins to take shape. But it doesn't. It's not one of your classmates. And then it hits you. Professor Dildero? He looks older. Younger. But older student. Like 7th year. You watch him look around, place down this lockbox on a nearby desk. No one can know. You hear them whisper almost imperceptibly. They open it, and a soft light emanates from within. They pull out something from a small container and admire it closely in their hand. If only you could move the perspective to get a better look. You try to push the vision closer when you see the form of the student begin to shift into Dildero as you know him today. And he whips around as if he senses that he's not alone. He slams the lockbox shut, and the vision ceases with the click of its lock. You rub your eyes as the sight and sounds of surroundings come back to you.
Whoa. That was crazy. Have you seen anything, Billy? Do you see anything in your little ball here?
You look up and you can see her head is on the table, and she is lightly banging it on the table.
Oh. There.
You give a little pat. There.
Yeah.
There.
Maylis doesn't know what to say. She's had to be a caregiver for a couple people this episode, and then she's just like, I don't know what to do anymore.
She's not like.
Not everyone's having a
Whatever,
great
come
week.
on.
That delivery was incredible. Well done.
Daddy Dildero.
All
Jail.
right. Horny jail immediately. No,
For
okay.
what? I didn't do anything.
He is daddy, okay?
Yeah, spoke the truth.
I know, but the man wants to shut you down. You know?
I'll let him.
Power to the people.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, like Big Brother over here is like, how dare you? How dare you call Daddy Dildero? You know 1984, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure, or else Big Brother might not make any sense.
Yeah, the reality show. We got it.
Yeah. I've heard of it.
Okay.
Suburban Survivor. Yeah.
All right. That is our elective class this episode. Next we got Transfigurations.
Speaking of daddy,
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So we kind of take Melis's vision, her envisioning his face, what you saw there, and then we kind of like soft fade to Melis sitting in like a different desk, but in Transfiguration, looking up as Professor Dildero has an odd item sitting on his desk. Not a lockbox. Not a lockbox, but instead a large black cauldron with fur growing around it. He drops it down on the desk, and with like a big smile on his face, he turns around to the rest of the class. You can see a long tail is waving from side to side.
Ah, this little ditty was, let's say, done by one of my fourth years. Can anyone tell me what exactly went wrong? What spell they might have been trying to cast and accidentally didn't do it that great? That's a D6 to Ray for a history magic check. Finbar, you've been called on twice. I will not call upon you. You're winning too much.
Something I've never been accused of before, winning too much.
Is everyone rolled? Who got the highest?
I think still Finbar. I got a dirty 20, but he got a 21.
Goodness. Okay. So I'm gonna give the first one to Maylee's here, I guess. Oh, where'd it go? Damn it.
Listen, Finbar had a tough Monday. He needs a good Tuesday to bring him back up.
And then I'll give this one to Finbar.
No, Cole, don't accuse me of being the new DD. I'm not worthy.
So, not worthy. Can anyone tell me what exactly went wrong? What spell they might have been trying to cast and it didn't go well? Miss Moonwild.
She's gonna look at Milva to make sure that she's the one being called on.
Would you rather me calling your sister?
No, I just, there's two. So anyway, the botched Felliforce spell, Felliferous.
They definitely botched it. That's for certain. Felliforce is the cat to cauldron spell. Very more niche thing. Not one we'll be practicing in this class. The reason why I bring it up is that, well, this is probably terribly uncomfortable for the little kitty, right? And he gives like a little pat to the cauldron, like he's like petting it for a moment, and then you can hear the cauldron hiss and whine like toward him. He seems very happy with himself. See, while many spell effects can be reversed by the counterspell charm, transfiguration spells are more complex. If you were to try it on even the most simple of transfigurations, you would find very little would change, if anything at all. To show you, so I'm not just talking out my ass, here, Finitan Cantatum, he says toward it, and you watch the cauldron begin to violently shake. And you can hear the cat like, and it stops. Which is why, to start off our new year, we will be learning. Come on, I mentioned it previously. Last semester.
And
then he calls upon Mr. Dempsey, since they got the second highest before. Or, well, yeah.
Right.
There
I believe you used it last year in one of our classes, Professor. It's Reparafarge, right?
Yes, invaluably useful Reparafarge. It's often needed to reverse difficult and persistent, he says, grabbing the cauldron and putting it underneath of his arm, magical effects. Do you think I should use it?
Yes. Please?
Anybody disagree? He looks around the room. No one speaks up. Oh, fine. He places it down, and he takes his wand and slashes it in like a semicircular fashion. And the cauldron suddenly spins incredibly fast. And what is left now on his desk is a brown, hairy cat with red eyes. She immediately meows in anger and hops down sassily and goes to leave the class almost immediately. As she's walking out, Deldergo says, No more snooping on my things.
Frightening. Very frightening.
Everybody gets 2 transfiguration spells. Now, Daphne, because you're a magizoologist, I'm going to allow you to make a history of magic or magical creatures check.
Okay. For what?
For a thing.
Just like
I can't say it. I
okay.
can't say it unless you succeed.
That's a 19 for magical creatures.
You recognize the cat. You've seen it around.
Is it Miss Norris?
It is.
Yeah. I feel like
Mhm.
Daphne does. She feels a little bad, but like if it was any other cat, she'd feel a lot worse.
Yep.
That's all.
Everyone gets 2 transfiguration spells of your choice. Are you okay, Cole?
Yes, rolling poorly, trying to decide if I want to use my end spell or not. I've already used both of my life points to get out of.
Do it. Do it.
Oh, thank God.
Grades. Get those grades. Get your money up.
Do it. Do it.
Do it. You know you want to.
Do it.
Yay.
Hey, Ray, we were on the same page. Fun.
Yeah, I'm glad I did.
All
That
the
actually
cool
worked
kids
out.
All the cool kids are doing it.
Emperor Palpatine, I'm going through a really rough time. Just get through it.
Never Palpatine, I messed up and I failed. You blew it.
You blew it. Fucking love those.
Emperor Palpatine, watch this. Yeet. You threw it.
Through it.
So dumb.
Okay, transfer his top one. Okay, who wants to go first?
You want to
I'll
go
go.
first?
Yeah, I'll go.
You go.
Man, I used both luck points and inspo to get good grades. So
Okay.
I'm all out of luck for today. We'll see what else happens. But final scores, Shade, after a couple of ill-fated attempts, cast Sagittario for 14. And Fenestra, I'm like Fenestride? No. Fenestra
There's
for
no
15.
D.
I
Just
know.
Fenestra, yeah.
That's the guy. That's
15.
the
14 and 15? High or low?
high.
We know what gods are with us tonight. Let's see.
I said high, if that didn't come across. Maybe.
Alex?
Are you still with us, Alex?
Uh-oh.
Escadio. Oh.
Are we okay?
It's
Can't
the
hear ya.
Windows bug. It's going around.
Oh. You've got some broken audio coming through.
Oh no!
Oh no.
That
Oh no.
sucks! No! Everyone level up. Everyone level up. Quick.
Now
Oh, but-
Mabel is.
Whoa, what the
No,
Her
I think that
body.
it's just really lagged from what Alex was doing before, maybe.
Oh, okay. I was like,
All right.
it's
I don't
happening
know
to us all.
No.
Uh,
There we go. Alex is back, but cannot hear Alex.
Alex
Oh,
is suffering
no.
from
Windows 11.
stinky microphone.
Yeah. The Muffliato spell.
All right. So remember our story. We all got nat 20s.
Yeah. All right. Don't tell Alex, but can't
I'm gonna
hear
go snoop
anything.
through Daddy Dildero's things right now.
Not that drawer.
While he's at it.
Oh! Wait.
Okay.
There we
We
go.
can hear you.
Oh,
Yay!
figured it out. Okay.
I said hi before.
Yes, I heard everything. Just
Oh no, he's on to us. Run.
you think you guys are the first ones to pull that with me? Huh? People are
No.
like, level up, quick, level up.
No, we
All
just
the
thought we were
time.
the first ones to get away with it. Well,
Here,
no,
here-
everyone.
here you go,
Still
Ian.
third years.
There you go. Go ahead.
All right. I like
You
to
blew
see
it.
this position
Okay,
and
next.
give it to Alex. I can see
You had
Alex
1
taking
second.
over.
1 second is the DM. You weren't quick
Oh.
enough.
Think about the power I held
I
for
know.
1 second.
For 1 second, you were God.
Everyone can fly of their own volition. No broom needed. Go.
Finbar had like a sudden like a revelation for like divinations, just like that's so
Oh my God.
Raven. He could see the universe, and then all of a sudden he's placed back in his own body, and the eldritch horror
Shade,
begins coming
don't.
over him.
The
He
milk's
astral
expired.
projects
Don't
into the
drink it.
fifth dimension.
Milk's expired.
Of course, it's
There, I-
food related as your divination.
There. I just saved Shade from a terrible time. That's
Oh,
my good
boy.
deed.
Where was I? Where
You
the
asked
fuck was
me
I?
high or low, and I said high, and
Oh
then you died.
yes. You it worked. You got high, so you got an E.
Yeah, I
Which
got
is-
high, everyone. Just
Yes.
by saying it. That's how that
You
works.
had a P last semester, so
I did have to pee really
Yeah,
badly.
yeah,
Let
everybody
me go to
does.
the bathroom.
I am going to kick you, Cole. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna.
That's not inspiration. What?
No. That's the
Negative,
opposite.
negative inspiration.
Yeah,
Negative
DM's negative
Let's
inspiration.
roll.
I just give you disadvantage at any time I wish. I just go ahead, Shade. Make this check at disadvantage.
Just
You go,
kidding, you didn't
why?
get
And
it.
I go, because I fucking said so. Because you're a fucking bastard. I'm joking, of course.
Well,
Um,
I still get high, so I win.
yeah. Okay. So that's Shade. Who's up next?
I can go. I rolled some dice, and they came up with some values. The first one
Amazing.
was Repair a Farge at 18.
Ooh.
And the second one was Finestra at literally half that value for a 9.
Okay, that's an A overall. Now, the cool thing about Finestra, we do see it in the movies. Do you guys remember the fight between Dumbledore and Voldemort in the Ministry? Yeah, he like sends off like the fiend fire, and then Dumbledore like sends it back at him. Fucking sweet shit. But there's a point where like an explosion makes all the glass shatter, and then Voldemort uses it to like telekinesis all this glass like toward him, and then he uses a simple spell, a cantrip. I think it's a cantrip, or it's a level 1. Either way, very simple spell, just to completely negate his attack and turn it all to sand. Also very useful for when you want to break into places.
Yeah, that's why Victor's learning it.
And Shade.
Daphne, what about you?
Daffy got a 21 on Sagittarius and a 13 on Repair Farge.
E overall. Better than last year.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Sagittario is pretty cool. Now, Sagittario, because Shade had to like try again to get it, which would have been hilarious because it's an arrow spell. So like you trying it again, we just make the arrows like don't shoot straight. Some of them like show up as like different objects.
Yeah, they're just like the dart arrows that have the little plunger on it and not like an actual.
Yeah. And then Daphne tries it out, and like kabam, you can hear the like the sound of like a door stopper when you flick it, like that, because Yeah, boing. Your arrow shoots across the room and embeds itself into the wall behind Dildero. He did not notice.
I'm sorry.
And
What do
then
you
after a
what do you mean you
second,
didn't notice?
he didn't notice. It shot off over his head, and he just didn't even notice.
Wow.
And that arrow disappears. It's like a kind of glowing green arrow. So it's not a real arrow. It's like an energy arrow, magic arrow.
So can I? This is just okay. This is kind of a selfish thing of me to say, but can I guess sort of flavor it so that when someone with a stave casts Sagittario, they hold their stave out in front of them like they're shooting a bow, like a longbow. I just think it would look really cool. That's all.
So you like hold it from the middle and like hold it up.
Yeah. It just the visual is cool in my head.
Sure.
Why not like an assault
Yay.
rifle?
So you have to like put it under your
Oh,
armpit and like, come on,
It's
bam,
an
bam, bam, bam,
arrow.
bam, 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 bam. It's like more like an SMG at that point. Okay. Like a minigun. Victor's not here. Milva.
Milva tried Inanimatus Conjurus.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, first try was a 6. Second try was
Oh.
11.
Oh, that's a success, isn't it?
It is.
Yes. Okay, so that is high or low?
Low.
I realize my D4 is missing, which is scary because we all know about stepping on a D4. Let's see. What did you say, high or low?
Low.
I got high. You gotta pee. But you did succeed at conjuring your item. So here's the cool thing, Milva. Because of certain transfiguration laws, it has to be an object for which you've seen and known before. And you know
Okay.
where it is. So, what do you conjure on your desk that you don't normally have at school? Could be something from your room at home, or maybe Maylise's room, or like could be anywhere.
How about what is it called? An orrery? Those like rotating planet things? Is that
Yeah,
the
if you
case
have like a
as well?
small one, like if
Yeah.
you're yeah. So you cast out Inanimatus Conjurus. And you can see there is like a little whipping noise in the air, and conjured out of thin air is an object for which you. How did you gain this object? Was it a gift? Was it what?
Yes, I do think it was a
Did you
gift.
find it at a thrift store?
Yeah, I think it's probably a muggle one and it was a gift.
From who?
My dad, how about?
There's soft memories that are connected to this. When your dad and you have been closest. And Maylis, you're able to see Milva conjure something out of thin air.
Whoa, nice job, Milva.
Thanks. And I think I do just a little excited clap.
What are your spells, Maylis?
Yeah, so Maylis cast the same thing, actually.
I'm so happy you did. It's totally what I wanted. Like out of character. I was like, oh, that'd be so cool. Okay, what do you conjure? Did you succeed?
Yeah, the first time I did not, but I had a second inspiration because I had one from the ice cream parlor. So I used up second inspiration tonight because I didn't want to fail too many classes. So she got an 18.
Okay.
And I was thinking that if she conjures something, I feel like it may not work, but I think she would really like a handheld CD player. I don't remember if iPods were a thing in 2004. I'm too fucking old. but like a handheld CD player, probably with like
Mhm.
her favorite artist's CD, which is Avril Lavigne, canonically.
So you conjure
Another
your,
great Canadian.
you conjure your Avril Lavigne CD, your whole CD player. What was, so you got an 18? What was your other attempt? Just so I have it for your grade.
The other one was, oh, I'm sorry. It was my other spell that failed. And then, so that one was actually just a success on the first one. I read Moonwild and I was reading Milva's. My second spell was the one that failed first that I used the inspiration on. Anyway, that was the Meliphors. And she got a 17 on that one.
So we got 17 and an 18.
Yes.
Cool. So that's an E overall. Wait a second. I get this right? Yeah. Cool. Which is way better because you had a P last year. Boop boop. Okay. So you are able to successfully conjure this item of yours, one that you left at home a while back. You like have a big smile as you can see CD is still inside the CD player, clicked into its place. It's like one of those like soft like baby blue, like almost like turquoise sort of like plastic cover. And it has like the little glass like a window where you can see if the CD's spinning or not. It's got like the what is it called? The like belt clip. You can clip it to your pants. You remember those?
Unfortunately, yes, I do.
So you conjure it right there. How do you react to your own success?
I don't think this is gonna work, but Milva, look what I got.
Oh, nice. That looks like the one you have at home, doesn't it?
I think it is the one I have at home. Yeah, look, the CD even has the scratch right here.
Wait, do you mean that you Acio'd that all the way here?
Law of relational dynamics. You can hear Dildero saunter over. She knew where it was, so she was able to conjure it. The more familiar you are with an item, the easier it is to conceptualize. My goodness, I haven't seen one of these in years, he says, looking down toward the CD player.
Do you like Avril Lavigne too, Professor?
He doesn't. He says, not really. The true answer is after 2 or 3 beers. But he'd never say that to a third year.
Would he?
Man, takes me back. Too bad you won't be able to keep it.
What? What do you mean?
He like coughs, and he's going to point down at the page that you have open, pointing at a certain section that says duration 1 hour.
Oh.
Gets sent back after a time.
Oh. Well, I guess that's good if you wanted to like commit a crime or something. I mean,
No murder weapon.
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
I mean, what? Who said that?
I'm sorry.
Oops.
Like the classic icicle
Oopsie.
murder mystery. What's this puddle doing here? All this blood mixed into it.
As long as it's not mine.
Doesn't it also end if the object takes damage?
That is correct.
Cool.
He says toward Daphne.
Oh,
I'm sure that was out of character,
Yeah,
but whatever. Doesn't
it's
really.
fine.
It could totally.
She
be
would
any
ask the same
character.
thing in character. It's
Uh-huh.
fine.
Yes. Same thing for if you kind of polymorph something into one creature into another, or in a creature into an object, even deal any amount of damage to it, or enough to break it, and it turns back. Okay. Finbar, you're last.
All right. I got a 13 on Duro.
Hmm.
Then
The one charm. Okay.
And then after a failed attempt, I used double check notes and got a 16 on Orchideus.
Orchideus.
Orchideus. Got it. Rhymes with hideous.
What did you get on the first one again? Sorry.
The first one was a 13. Second one's a 16.
High or low?
Hello, God.
The low gods are with you. Nick is with you.
Praise be the low God.
Okay. Also, whenever anyone fails at saying hi, Sikrin always says, "You didn't believe. You didn't believe enough."
You gotta believe.
So that is an E overall. Shit, what were we doing? What were the spells again?
Duro and
Duro
Orchideus.
and Orchideus. Right. Okay. You have sat down. You know, the classroom is like 2 by 2 desks for the most part. And as you begin to spin this wand in your hand, a little flower begins to appear at the tip of your wand. It grows completely and blooms outward. What color is it? What kind of flower is it?
Oh, I'm being tested on my flower knowledge. We're magical. I'm gonna say it's a blue rose.
Oh. Finbar, that's lovely. You can hear Billy nearby. How did you do that?
Oh, I really wanted to get this one down because I think it'd be nice to have some. You never realize how much a flower might mean to you until you don't see any for a while, but having one around you is pretty nice. So one step closer to getting this to work.
Flowers all have their meanings, Billy says. Take the blue rose, for instance. It symbolizes mystery and longing, often longing for things that are, in the end, unattainable. Odd that that come out of your wand.
Sorry, could you say it again? You still.
Sure, I can be a little louder for you. Take the blue rose, for instance. Symbolizes
Oh no, I got
mystery.
that. I just missed
Okay.
the last part with the ended with wand.
She says, odd that that come out of your wand.
How did it come out of my wand?
Well, odd that that would
Oh.
come out of your wand.
Got it. Thank you. Well, I guess I was just reminded of a different time where it seemed like something was out of my reach, but wouldn't you know it, I did get there eventually.
So, gonna give it to anybody? I'm joking. I'm sorry if that upset you.
Do you want it? You seem to know a lot about flowers.
Oh, me? No, you should probably only give that to somebody that you want to express affection for. So, might be a bit improper.
I mean, Billy, I know I didn't talk to you much last year. I was real busy with trying to catch up on work and all that, but I'd like to be friends with you if you might want it. If you want it, you seem to know all about flowers, so I think it'd suit you.
1 second. What did you call that? What did you call that spell again?
Orchideus.
All right then. Maybe not a blue rose. Orchideus. She's gonna try. And at the tip of her wand, you can see beginning to bud is a yellow rose. There. It's either this or chrysanthemums.
Mm.
They symbolize friendship, joy, and new beginnings. Also, admiration and appreciation.
Ah. You know a lot about flowers. Is that
Oh,
like
it's
some?
just it's a stupid little thing. I, I I find it charming, of course, but well, it doesn't really come in handy now, does it?
I mean, you know, there's what's the name of it? Not bon. What's the name of the people who do flowers, bouquets, and stuff? I forget the word.
A
Florist?
florist?
Yes, thank you. Forgot the word. Well,
Forgetting
florists
the
make a
forest for the trees.
good one. I like it.
Are you
Uh,
saying Finbar?
No, but florists make a business out of it. I know people get different
Oh,
bouquets of
I
flowers.
I'm certainly no florist or anything. I don't think that would go very well. I'm not Juniper. She's exceptional at all kinds of plants and stuff, or Mayleys. But as for me, I well before coming here, I sort of attended a smaller little school, more of an institution, really. It have you ever heard of finishing school?
Vaguely. Never been to one though.
Well, I wouldn't imagine you would, Mr. Dempsey.
Call me Finbar.
Finbar. Normally boys don't go, but taught proper etiquette, and one of the topics, one that I think I found a little bit too much enjoyment on, was the language of flowers. So that answers your question.
Oh well, that's one more language than I speak. But you're clearly like it and you're good at it. You shouldn't downplay how good you are at it, though. I'd never downplay my cooking, but you shouldn't downplay your ability with flowers, though. It's a nice thing.
Call me the flower master, then. She says as a joke.
Ah,
Please-
flower power. I love it.
Please don't call me the flower master.
Got it, flower power.
No. Oh dear, what have I done?
I'll drop it, but you and your but seriously, don't start downplaying your flower stuff. It's nice. I mean, I've got my cooking, and everyone here's got something else about them that they, keep up with. I think the flowers is a nice thing.
She kind of like chuckles, casts her eyes down, and tries to get back to work.
All right. Next, I'm going to cast Duro on this glass and drop it from a great height, and it shouldn't shatter. Let's see if this works. You don't
Cut
want to stand.
to the shattering noise and Dildura going, Dempsey!
Listen, it didn't break in as many pieces as it should have, so I think that means I did a good job.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode, actually.
Yay!
Yeah, back at it for third year, all new classes. Next episode, we're going to be looking at a bunch of other ones. We still got potions, care of magical creatures, muggle studies, arithmancy, and a very special defense against the dark arts class.
Oh,
Oh,
double dada with daddy.
so we're all good. So going off of this week, we're all going to be horribly riddled with bruises, scars, and wounds next week. Got it.
Precisely.
Not all pain has to be physical, Ian.
I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah.
got a salve for mine, so I don't
Yeah.
know. You guys just gotta
Right.
catch up.
Finbar will be told his cooking is
good.
terrible, and he'll be like, "No, what? Ow!
His
All
Yeah,
right.
if
Thank you
one of
guys
my
for
taste
playing.
buds-
Thank you guys for watching. And that's it for tonight. Good night, stream.
Night."